Hello everybody and welcome to the second round of the Clio Euro Series. We are here at the illustrious Autumn Ring, which is a fantasy track created for Gran Turismo, converted by Laser Cutter for R Factor. Fantastic track, and it's going to be an excellent race here today. I'm joined here as always by Danny Asbury. Hey Danny, how you doing?
Doing good, Keith. Back for another round of action. Autumn Ring looks to bring definitely some good racing here.
Definitely. Well, and in the background, what we have running right now is just a couple of the driver profiles that a few of the drivers had put together, just to give you kind of an insight into the drivers of the Clio Euro Series. We don't have all the drivers, obviously, just the ones that have put one together. So hopefully you've had a chance to have a look at those. So we're going to head into now the world premiere of the Clio Euro Series intro video, which was created by Ryan Callan. So just hang on, and it'll be on in a second. And that was the world premiere of the Clio Euro Series promo video created by Ryan Callan. He worked in pretty late last night on that, but I think it basically sums up what Clio Euro Series is all about: the action, the high intensity, and really it just spells out what you can expect to see here in any of the Clio Euro Series events. Danny, did you enjoy that video?
That was awesome. You know, Ryan, as you said, left it to the last second there, but he came through for us.
Yeah, he's a good man. He does hardest working man in sim racing. That's what I label him as. But Danny, what we're going to be doing here today is we're doing something a little different. We're trying something new at the TPS here for the Clio Euro Series event today. We're going to be doing some highlights from the first round and kind of just going over them and discussing them as you know, some people may have missed the first broadcast, and just the major points of what had happened in the first round. So. Firstly, the big thing that happened was there was an incident involving a GT Omega driver, Renault Room, and Florian Strauss, our V8 champion, where there was the stewards have deemed that there was intent to wreck another driver. Now, what we've done is we've queued up a clip here. I'm going to just throw this up here for you, and I'm going to let you guys watch this. This is the leading up events, okay? This is Renault Room following behind Florian Strauss. They're headed down into turn 1. I believe this was on a lap, I think it's lap 7 or 8. And into turn 1, clean move by Room, just a little bit hot. He goes a little wide, little side contact, but Florian Strauss does a good job, holds himself on the outside, pins himself down the inside, a nice crossover move, taking the spot back. So you've got some cleanliness here, which, clean racing, I mean, you're going to have some shoulder-to-shoulder in Clios, but as they head into turn 3, a very extremely late braking move on Renault's part there. Now, we're going to watch the actual incident in real time here. As it comes up, you can see Renault is clearly not attempting the corner. And Danny, I know you know a bit about Renault. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of slight when you look at it this way, but you see he's completely in the grass. This guy knows what he's doing. He's been sim racing a long time, one of the best drivers around, really. So to see him do this move, even though it might not look that obvious, the Demlin brothers, they deemed like there was intent to hit Florian above, and you simply can't have that, Keith. So he was DQ'd from the league, and quite frankly, I think it had to be done.
Right on. Now, and we'll just finish off with this here. We'll see what the final result was of this move. We've slowed it down. He just clearly comes across, and he's not making the corner, but he sure did make it to the back of Florian's bumper, sending both himself off, and he ended his race there. And then Florian had a tough race from that point on. So that covers the major issue that came up in the first round. Obviously, first round jitters, people being a little overzealous. What we're going to do is we're going to head into now the round 1 highlights. Race 1 highlights, starting with the race start. We're going to be following along with Chris Butcher here, who ended up being the biggest loser at the start of this race, and you'll see why. But this is the first time that these races have been broadcasted, was this event here. So you can imagine the nerves were kind of on people's shoulders, Danny. You know what it's like racing with the cameras on.
Oh yeah, definitely the nerves were going, but the big thing you're going to see as these guys get up to corner 3 here is that the brakes, the guys were just not used to the brakes being so cold, and it just caused absolute mayhem, as we're about to see here, Keith.
Well, I know, and mayhem is really the only way you can describe it. Literally, it was Clio mayhem, because as you're going to see here in real time, this is what happened. Levesque's inside, Davis is off, cars everywhere, clips up, Butcher's up on 2 wheels. We're going to go back and do a quick replay here of this, but in slow motion. But you can see it's absolutely frantic.
Yeah, not good stuff at all.
Yeah, and so here's where we're going to break it down. You got Levesque. He's realized he's out of control. He's down the inside, but there's still no excuse. Now, what I'm wondering is, what is Toby Davis doing back here? We can't quite figure it out. We're wondering if, it was a like kind of a prequel into what might happen at Bathurst for him. But as you can see, you got Chris Butcher going up on 2 wheels as a result of Levesque. Toby Davis taking the clip off of his brother's car, so teammates and family. Nick the Greek, Nick Gatzadakos, gets clipped by Florian Strauss. Nick goes around. Butcher's still on 2 wheels. Nick's around. You got Patrick Sokolowski into the other GT Omega car.
I think was that Keithley then?
No, that was race 1.
Sorry, that's Room then. Room.
That's Room. No, Room's at the front.
Oh,
sorry, that's the other.
Then Keithley. It's Keithley and Room on GT Omega.
It would not be, Eddie, because Keithley was qualified at the front. It would have been the other car of James Johnson. I apologize, guys. I had that written down and it was right in front of me. So
okay, yeah.
now the reason I paused it is because as a result of all that incident that had happened over there, Chris Butcher ended up in a bit of a precarious spot. He ended up a little further back, which ended up putting him into this position here where he's now battling with. He's got Thomas Matazowski, Bradley Vanian on the outside. He goes up the inside of Matazowski, and then Vanian comes across and gets into the side bump and sends him completely off. And that was the turning point for his race of sending him backwards. Now, here we have Ryan Callan leading a fairly big gap, and this is before the Renault Room incident in race 1. Room is actually looking to make a nice move down the inside. He squeezes up. Same thing, crosses over. It's the same thing that happened with Strauss, but this is where Room ended up going back through the field. So that move there could have been kind of the catalyst into where his head went, because he drove himself off the track pretty much. And you know what it's like, Danny. You have bad move, you start overthinking, and you just really start doing silly things, right?
Yeah, Room just got a bit flustered. He almost had the lead of the race, and then getting shuffled back down to 7th just completely took him out of it, Keith, and he just could not recover from it.
Yeah, no, and it's a shame. It's a shame because Room is a fast driver, and it's a shame to see him removed from the league. But as you said, it's fair. So moving on, this is the battle up front here. This is where Ryan Callen's leading. You've got Gary Lennon in second. Great run by him, and then you've got Jack Keithley in third. This is before. This is at lap 7 where Jack Keithley just loses control, and we'll go to another angle here, but I'll just pause it quickly. Coming into the really bumpy section, the penultimate corners of this track, Keithley just loses it, and you talked to him, Danny. What did he say about this?
Yeah, Jack, he said he pretty much got mixed up by Ryan in front of him. Ryan didn't do anything wrong, of course. It's just that he thought he was braking a little earlier than what he did, and it turned out Keith, he kind of brake checked himself when it comes down to it.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean, as a result, it cost him big. But what you're going to see is he ended up. This was lap 8. I apologize, and Keithley makes run back, and we did not expect him to, and we're just going to quickly jump through in the highlight here. This is leading up. This is Keithley on the back of him. You can see him right there. This is the battle for the lead. Callen had drove his tires off. You got Levesque leading, Lennon second, and you got Keithley in third. So this is the battle for the win here. This is the battle for the win. Gary Lennon was all over the back of Levesque. He had a shot. Lennon's drove a great race up to this point, and Keithley's now back in the hunt because these guys are battling so hard. Lennon gets a nice crossover, gets the overlap on Levesque, pulls down the inside, and pulls the move. Levesque holds the outside a little bit, but this is the battle. This is for the race win here. And Levesque does a great move, gets in tight, gets on Gary's bumper, a little bit of a nudge, gets by him, and then Lennon pushes the car too hard, too tight through here, and you can see Keithley held back, which gave him the opportunity to get this run into the final corner, where now Lennon, rather than going for the race win, is defending extreme, and Keithley has a great run around the outside. Lennon pushes too hard into the last corner. Keithley crosses over and does a Cinderella comeback after driving off on his own to take a second place, with Levesque taking the win in race 1. It was a phenomenal race, right, Danny?
Yeah, and it just goes to show just how big of an impact tire wear is on these cars, because you see those leading trio guys really fighting it out. Meanwhile, Keithley's behind, able to keep his tires nice and together. And at those final about lap and a half, he was able to really pounce on those guys and almost take the race win if he had maybe another lap to do it.
Yes, exactly. And it was great. First race of the season, Levesque taking a win, his second Touring Pro Series win. And we're going to head actually into the second round here. The second round highlights. We'll just quickly go to this because we're going to be headed into qualifying in about 5 minutes. But here we have Florian Strauss, who qualified 5th on the grid, is heading into turn 1. Florian did not again have a good second race either. He ends up struggling a little bit, but we're going to follow this. The start was a little bit cleaner. You got Toby Davis down the inside of him into turn 1. We're following Strauss because it gives you a good view of how clean this start was compared to the first one. They're headed into the treacherous turn 3, which is where, as we know, race 1 was just a bit of a mess. It was Clio parts everywhere. But Strauss struggling. I mean, he's getting past Thomas Medvedevsky, gets down the inside of him. Strauss gets into the back of Davis. Sokolowski goes by him. Lavanov's the only one who runs wide there. I mean, it's very clean all up until this point. They head through turn 4 and then in through 5, down into 6. This is where it gets ugly. We've got some side-to-side action. Medvedevsky and Strauss, they're going in like 5 wide. And Strauss just goes in a little deep, gets into the back of Vanian, and it sends him off. Milovanov gives him a quick help around, and that sends him off. And that was, just the story of his first round. But after this, as a result, Motterham, who we're going to see what happened here, he ended up getting a DQ from this event as well. Just this event. But it's a result of a massive pileup. As Keithley was coming through the field, he gets into the back of him, gets sideways, loses control, comes back across the track, and just causes a mess. It's an absolute mess. And now he's sitting there just waiting to be collected, and boom! Boom! Headshot right there. And that was the end of Motterham's race, and also a lot of other drivers, and it was very unfortunate. But back at the front here, now this is Ryan Callen, again, leading another race. He's leading race 2. He is way out front. He had a good lead, but now he's got THR all over the back foot. THR is hunting him. Chris Butcher, followed by Levesque. Ryan Callen goes to defend. Look, Butcher goes to the outside. Then Ryan decides to defend against Levesque, and Butcher pulls off the pass that you and I both said couldn't happen, Danny.
Yep, and just barely at that.
Just barely, I know, and he pulled it off. So, but now this is where Callen starts to fall apart, because you can see he's starting to get just ripped apart by the THR guys. I mean, Butcher makes short work of him. Levesque gives him a little bump and run, sends him wide, and then now this is when he starts to kind of unwind a little bit, because he's going overdriving to get by Levesque. It ends up costing him the run and the chance to stay with Levesque. But I did talk to Ryan after the race. He said his tires were so gone, this was his only opportunity, and that's what he felt. So, I mean, we're not driving the cars, Danny. We're up in the booth. But here's Sokolowski gets a run on him, and what happens is Callen goes a little deep, and Sokolowski is also a little wide too. You can see he's pushing the tires a little bit, but Sokolowski takes advantage, gives him a little nudge. Ryan didn't like it, but it's a spot. I mean, they're rubbing his racing, as Harry says in Days of Thunder. And Sokolowski takes third position away from him on the very last lap. And Ryan Callen, again, with his tires gone, he very last-minute move.
No.
Almost a little Renault Roomish.
Yeah, almost. Luckily, you avoided contact.
Definitely, but we've covered the highlights here for you guys, and I just want to quickly go over the championship standings, because we've timed this absolutely perfect. William Levesque, the lone Canadian in the field, is now leading the championship with a 10-point gap, which is phenomenal for the first race. Jack Heathy followed in second, so you got a Canadian, 3 UK drivers, a Scotsman, Pollock, and another UK driver in the top 7. But you got 3 drivers within 1 point. Chris Butcher, Ryan Callen, Jack Heathy. Jack Heathy did suffer some misfortune, I would say, from the most recent event, the first event, and he's looking to capitalize and get back on top. Now,
you've got William Levesque obviously leading the championship by 10 points. He told me today in an interview that he's very intent to stay there at the front, wants to win the championship now, put the time in to, of course, be a front runner again today, and through practice so far. I know we haven't really shown you this, but he's 0.3 clear of Jack Keithy in second for the best time, and the only driver so far to go into the 23s. But
yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's looking very strong indeed. Wants to retain his lead after today's race.
Definitely, and I mean, we are just quickly going to go over the team championships. You got THR leading with a substantial gap over Ice Cold. So I'm going to leave the team championship for now, because I think we're going to have a little better view of what we can expect in the coming season. So let's head back to the track so we can get a quick view of what we're looking at here for this event. Because I mean, Danny, this is an interesting track to say the least, don't you think?
Yeah, a lot of drivers actually express a little bit of frustration with the place, because you have so many elevation changes, so many bumps in these corners, that it's very hard to get into a rhythm. And actually, Gary Lennon, he was talking to me, said the guys who are pushing for those high 23, low 24 laps, they cannot race like that during the race, because their tires will be burnt out after only 4 laps. So guys are still trying to figure out exactly how they're going to race this circuit today.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a tough place to race. There's no doubt about it. Let me get on board with someone if I can quickly here before we head to quali. See here, we got Matazevsky.
Only about 5 seconds left.
Yeah, well, you might get a chance, but this is headed into the last corner here. This is going to be Matazevsky. You're headed down through the start-finish line straight. It's not really much of a straight, actually, if you think about it. And Matazevsky crosses the line. He's in 6th place. So now we're going to be headed to qualifying. I didn't really get a chance to show you the track, guys, because we were covering quite a bit in the pre-race show. But we're headed into quali, and again, this is going to be a super pole quali. You get 1 lap.
Yeah, we saw it paused down. A few guys struggled with that. Like I said, it's all about finding the right balance between pushing and making sure your car is going to be on the grid, going to be in a respectable spot. I'm not so certain we'll see a sub-24 here, but the way William Levesque is going tonight, it's going to be hard to I guess, bet against him coming out on pole.
Yeah, Danny, I'm just, I think we might have dropped from the server, actually, Danny. So I'm just going to, bear with me just a moment, guys, as we head into warm-up, I believe. Just have a quick look here. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly leave the server. So, Danny, maybe you did speak with some of the drivers ahead of before the race started. Maybe you can, actually, there we go. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah, back up and running here. Some of the cars are just now getting on track here.
Yeah. And we just the last thing we want to do is go miss some of this action as we're headed into qualifying now. You've got one of our top qualifiers. We're missing Levesque, but Chris Butcher is taking a little bit of a shortcut through the pit lane, through the autumn ring and autumn trees. It may be autumn here in autumn ring, but it certainly feels like a hot summer's day with all of this action. So, Danny, did you get a chance to speak with? Did you get a chance to speak with one of the? Did you get a chance to speak with one of the some of the drivers, Danny?
Oh yeah, of course. As with all races, I conducted a bit of a pre-race interview with some guys. One of which was with Florian Strauss, the German. He was very frustrated after his round at Poznan GP. Well, that's where we just went over it in the pre-race show. He got into it with Reino Runa in race 1, and in race 2 he went off there, I believe, in the first lap and couldn't really recover from that. Like I said, he thought it was a disastrous round. He went through a lot of training to get ready for this race, actually. Brian Collins said he helped Florian out, and Florian responded well to training, and he's now one of the top drivers through practice here. I think he's inside the top 5. We'll see what we'll get out of him today. I talked to some other drivers, Gary Lemon, of course, being another one. He had a great round, actually. Last round at Poznan, almost won the race, as we also went over, but came up a little short at the end. He wants to come out again today, and he thinks it's not out of the realm of possibility for him to get even 2 podiums today, so he wants to be a player in the championship for sure, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just going to, while we're running along with Chris here, I am just actually going to lower the car volume down a little bit because I'm being told that, and it's, again, I don't speak German.
Yeah. I think we need Jonathan Asicum to come up to the booth or something.
I'm just going to lower down player volume, everything down a little bit. Get everything down. This we can actually hear what you're saying, because I've just been told that you're a little bit light on the mic there, Danny, but should fix it up now. And we're following along with Chris Butcher, and I mean, you can really see when you're on board what kind of track this is. This is a very unique track. A lot of elevation changes, a lot of camber, off camber and on camber. Like this corner here is 270 degrees rotation around, very wide too. So I mean, these little cars have a lot of room to dance around with. I mean, it's a matter of keeping yourself clean and finding these lines outside of the bumps, because some of these bumps, I've driven this track, and these bumps can actually lift the car clear up off the ground. And the last thing you want to do is get this car up off the ground and find yourself completely out of control. And Chris Butcher sets his lap time, going to set the pace with a 24.4.
Very nice.
Chris Butcher.
Very nice. Yeah, and about the cars getting unsettled here, Nikolai Elobanov was telling me that expect to see a lot of air time from these cars because they get very unsettled quickly around the circuit, and that could actually cause a lot of trouble once these cars get into a pack together.
Yeah, oh no, and when you're bumper to bumper, the last thing you need is someone giving you a little nudge, a little send-off and whatnot. So, but I'm going to actually try to get on board with a couple more drivers here. We've got Keith Lee yet to go out. Ryan Callan is on track. Ryan Callan was one of the quickest guys in all of practice. He's gone purple in Sector 1. He's down 1.157 on Chris Butcher, but it's still, I don't know if is it going to be enough to get in the 23s, because I think pole's going to be a 23. Coming through the fast left-hander, it's about getting on the power, coming off that corner, not sliding. You're flat out all the way under the bridge, into the 270. 270 degrees here. You got to time it just right because it actually tightens up right about now. And you got to get down across, come back up the track, right up to the wall, and then you've got basically a little bus stop here. Half a second down, Dave.
Yeah, here we go.
Ryan is putting on a clinic right now. He wants the pole. He wants to make up for some of those shortcomings in the first round. Beautiful last corner, right out to the curb.
Oh, beautiful. Well done, Ryan.
This is going to be provisional pole by Ryan Callen for Touring Pro Series Racing. It's a 23.9.
Wow.
Well done. So let's get back to the field here. As we got, who else do we have going on track? Sokolowski's done. Bonaire, who do we have? Jack Heathley is on track. Jack Heathley, our pole sitter from race 1, round 1, is going to be looking to carry on what he's done. Let's see who else is out there. Is William Levesque. William Levesque is
he's still
there.
in the garage right now.
Okay, still in the garage. He left and rejoined, so little shaky there. Let's get on board with our man, Jack Heathley.
Florian Strauss, he also left the game, but he is now on track as well.
Yes, so Florian Strauss is on track?
He just started his out lap, I believe.
Okay, so maybe you could check on that for me, just because I want to. Keithley, who's going to be coming up first here? We got Keithley. Tom Ely. Actually, there's another wild card, folks. We'll talk about him in a moment, but Keithley's going to be coming around to start his fast lap. I'm actually, because we didn't get a chance to do the entire lap on board with the driver. So let's go on board here with Jack Keithley. As you come into turn 1, it's a little downhill. It's a hard braking zone into a 180-degree hairpin, but it's a really wide corner, and the idea is to carry as much momentum out of it because the next few corners are very fast. Fast left-hander into a bus stop. You're going to go right, left, right, and it's very bumpy and very easy. Oh no, there's a car in front of him!
We remember Jack had trouble with this in round 1.
Oh no!
Not a repeat here.
I think it looked like Bradley Banning when he passed him there. So I think he was on his outlap, gave him some room. I think he's getting some room by I couldn't quite see that car, but he's getting a little bit of room, and he's 2/10 off. He's 2/10 off the pole right now. Thomas Matadzowski has slipped into second place ahead of Chris Butcher with a 24.1. Gary Lennon in the 5th. Robert Wiesenmuller is in the 7th. His first race ever in the Clios and his first race ever on R Factor here at the Touring Pro Series.
Very nice by Robert.
Very well done. Yes, I know I'll be very pleased with that. And we're following Jack Heathley through the bumpy section here. Fast, 2 quick right-handers. You're going to drift right up the track. The last corner is it's so hard to do. Use all the curb on the outside. He's gone wide. He's going to lose a ton of time here. He'll be lucky to slot in the top 5 with that slide.
Bradley Banning just went up to 4th. Very
nice run by him. He's going to be a 24.5. So he slips into 4th place, but that is a very disappointing qualifying time by the man, the silent assassin. So let's see who else is on track, Danny. Can you give me maybe an update?
Yeah, okay, we should have Florian about to go on his run.
Florian Strauss is on track. Let's see where he's at. Let's go through the grid.
Yeah, Levesque is on as well here.
So Levesque is on his outlap. Florian Strauss is only 0.005 back of his teammate as he heads into the final corners. Runs a little wide. Into the last corner. Florian Strauss is looking to dethrone his teammate, Ryan Callen. Florian Strauss down to the final corner, down to the start-finish line straightaway. Is he going to dethrone Callen? Is he going to do it?
Yes, he has.
No, he does it! He did it!
The German.
He takes the pole by 0.02 of a second. Florian Strauss takes the pole away from Ryan Callen. Oh, well done. Well done.
Oh, Ryan's got to be heartbroken.
Oh, no kidding. Now, there's only one more person who could throw a cake into this whole thing, and that's going to be William Levesque. Tom Ely, the guy we'll talk about in a moment, slips into 4th. No one was seeing that coming. That was like a sucker punch. William Levesque, our race 1 winner, our championship leader, is out on track for his one and only qualifying lap. He's 0.04 of a second down.
Oh, it's tight.
It is so tight. He needs to have a clean sector 2, very smooth. Oh, looks good. He looks so good through here. Come up right up the track, keep all your momentum, get down, use the camber. I mean, this track is immense for such a small car. Now, if he can nail this 270-degree corner, he may have a shot. So he drifts up wide, I don't think he cut that tight enough. I don't think he did. What do you think, Danny?
I don't know, but you got to remember, he was 23.7 in practice, so he's definitely got the pace to take pole here. But no, he's a 10th up here.
He's
not going to do it.
No,
He's got pulled together.
Oh no, he might not. Oh, that's going to cost him huge because one drop wheel over there, it throws off your whole last sector here.
He might be down outside the top 5 here, Keith.
Oh, he's going to be in. Oh no! What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How did this happen? What?
Unbelievable.
William Levesque steals the pole. I wasn't even considering that. Holy cow! William Levesque steals the pole. When everyone thought it was over, we didn't think he was going to be in the top 5.
It seemed like William had all the tricks for this track figured out, I guess.
I think people are calling hacks over here. That was unbelievable. Well done, William, taking another pole. That is his second pole, provisional pole, obviously. But qualifying is coming to an end. That's going to be it. Is anyone else on track? Ben Davis is out. I don't think he's going to have. He's not going to have anything for William.
Wow, Ben
Davis is still on track. He'll get to finish his lap because it's our factor. But man, the story is William Levesque.
You're now taking 2 of 3 poles in this early part of the season.
Wow, unbelievable. Ben Davis is looking to finish his lap off. He's probably going to slot in. Let's see, probably in about, I'd say in maybe the top 15, so 1.2 back.
Yeah, talked to him before the race. His goal is the top 7 today, and 20th. That's not going to help him.
Okay, all right. Well, racing's a different story, right? So.
Oh yeah, sure. Especially with these Clios, anything could happen.
And we've lost Thomas Madedzowski. He's re-entered the game. James Johnson left. He has not rejoined. So right now we have a very large grid today. We got 34 cars, and we're still missing. A few that haven't come back yet. So a couple cars there in the pits. But Danny, we're going to be headed to warm up. We can do a quick rundown of the grid. Here we are with the starting grid. So, Danny, William Levesque, what are your thoughts, man? Tell me.
Unbelievable by William. Like I said, he is playing. He wants to keep his championship lead, and if he's going to drive like that, quite frankly, I don't see another driver that's going to take it away from the guy. I mean, I think we highlighted some obvious mistakes he made in that lap, and he's still clear of the field. So I mean. Just the guy might be on for a double win even today.
He's got the moves like Jagger is what we can call it. I'm really surprised because we called that lap right to the end and we were both saying he's going to be lucky to finish top 5, but he steals it from the thief Florian Strauss because we thought Florian went and done a rob job.
Yeah, it's interesting because talking to some of the drivers, this track is all about learning the little kinks and the little tricks to go fast. And like I said, William, I guess he's just got it all figured out by now.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need to find out exactly what William's been eating to get to steal that pole, and we might have to report him to the police too. So I'm gonna do a quick rundown, Danny. Here, we're gonna be going through. I know you did need to sort out your R factor. Did you happen to get that up and running?
Oh yeah, I'm all ready to go.
Fantastic. Okay, so through the grid, William Levesque, THR, taking pole. THR is in control in the team championship right now, and they're looking to do it again. Florian Strauss, TPS Racing, second place. Third place, Ryan Callan for TPS Racing. So 2 cars in the front 2 rows for TPS Racing. I know they're both going to be pleased. Florian's going to be pleased. Ryan's going to be pleased. He just woke up from a nap. Thomas Madedzowski for Pit Lane Racing in 4th place. Tom Ely, new guy to TouringProSeries, absolutely gentleman to talk to. I spoke with him yesterday. Former FSR racer, team manager, and took some time off sim racing, but has found his way to TPS, TouringProSeries, and the Clio Euro Series.
A big name inside Ash Racing, Tom Ely was.
Yes, definitely, and I'm glad to have him on board. He's even offered some assistance with graphic design and stuff. So, thanks to him, and we're really glad he saw the light and followed the light to the end of the tunnel. Chris Butcher for THR is in 6th place, so he'll be happy he's in the race because we all know the race changes everything. Jack Keithley, GT Omega Racing, is in 7th place, not where he wants to be, but we all know Jack can race. We've seen it already. We saw it at Poznan, right, Danny?
Of course. He's definitely going to be contender here, even though he's in 7th. He's definitely got something for us here tonight.
No, for sure. And Bradley Vanian slots into the 8th position for Optimum Motorsports. He was very quick at Poznan, but obviously we saw the incident with him and Chris Butcher, which affected basically, I think, his whole outlook on the racing. So we're looking for him to see, looking for Bradley to pick himself up and dust himself off for this event. Eric DeVite, Ice Cold Racing, in 9th place. With a 124.7, he'll be happy with that. Gary Lennon, his teammate, in 10th. So teammates side by side, just like kind of Callan and Strauss. As we head back through the field here.
Yeah, and about Eric DeVite there, he's one of the guys that's played GT4, so that's why he's got a very good feel on this track.
Yeah, this track is phenomenal when you really think about it. Just going to hop on board with the car so we have something in the background to look at. There we go. So Tomasz Demelin, one of the Demelin Boys Motorsports, is 11th. Robert Wiesenmuller for Roaring Pipes Maniacs is in 12th. 13th, Ivan Calamise. Ivar, is it Ivar or Ivan?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, I'm gonna. Sorry,
Ivar.
It is Ivar. I apologize. Ivar Calamise for GT Omega Racing. Ben Warren, 14th for Touring Motorsports. 15th is Ike Roding for Berlin Race Crew. 16th, Patrick Sokolowski, who showed really good form in round one, but not quite the pace here. 17th, Jonathan Motoram. 18th place, Tony Matthews. 19th place, Neil Tasker. 17th place, Lukasz Demelin. So a big gap between the family members of Lukasz and Tomasz, our league administrators. They'll be looking to get close together out on track. Ben Davis, THR, 21st. Won't be pleased with that. Nikolai Lovanov in 22nd. He won't be pleased with that as well. He had a good showing in round 1. Rob Musgrove in 23rd. Scott Sovic in 24th. Andy Bernard, 25th. Daniel Kranzic in 26th. 27th, Nick the Greek at Sadakos in 27th for Water Blue Racing. Timu Toika in 28th. Dave Simmons, 29th. 38th, Ole Marius Miravold. 31st, Christian Struze. 32nd, Rui F. Martins. 34th, Jose Mora, and 35th, Lee Palmer. And I know Jose Mora will be happy to be on the server because he did message me prior to the race starting, and he was having trouble getting on. So, Danny, we're headed into another great round at another great race in the Clio Euro Series. What are your predictions here, Danny?
Well, to win the first race, I took Ryan Collin, but and that's not a bad prediction. Obviously, he's third on the grid, but I'm starting to think maybe William Levesque is going to be too much to stop here. But one thing I will point out to the viewers here is through practice, I know we don't show practice times, or warm-up times rather, Jack Keithy just hit a 24-1, and that's on full race fuel and everything.
That's race fuel.
Like I said, Keithy, he's going to mean business, and he's definitely going to be a player to win races today.
Definitely, and Keithy's always a threat anywhere he goes. Levesque is becoming a threat. On the grid. We're going to have 30 seconds to the start of this race, folks. I hope everyone's got a cold beverage, a snack, because this is going to be mighty interesting.
Yeah, get ready, Keith. It looks to be another great round of action here.
It does. It definitely does. And we're going to hop on board with... What are we going to see here? I'm just noticing the grid here at this track isn't the greatest lineup.
Yeah, a bit weird, yeah.
Very weird, actually. A little wide, but it's because you're going around a corner. So we're headed down to the start. They're going to be taking off here, and away they go.
Here we go.
William Levesque gets a good start, gets off the line, good, clean. William Levesque into turn 1. They're very spread out, very wide grid. Headed into turn 1. Look at the cars all spread around. Down to the inside, Ryan Callan passes his teammate Florian Strauss. Thomas Matejowski's looking to get by Strauss. Not going to happen.
Wow, Ely, he's getting shuffled down the grid here.
Yeah, Ely is definitely getting shuffled. He's the big loser here so far. He's already lost 3 positions. Chris Butcher's made up. Oh, Matejowski gets loose.
Oh, no, can he hold it together? Oh, no, he is in trouble there, Keith.
Yeah, he's definitely in trouble. He dropped back the fairways. I don't know.
He's out.
He is out. We've lost Matejowski. Oh, and they're getting very, very dicey here at the front.
Yeah, there's some fight up to 5th already.
Tom Ely, yeah, like Chris Butcher's up to 4th. He's made up 2 spots. Eric DeVite to 5th. Great start for him. Tom Ely's, oh, look, DeVite Who's that? That's Bradley Vanian on the inside.
Yeah,
Gary
Vanian
Lennon,
there.
Tom Healy. Oh, what a battle. Three wide into the 270. Gary Lennon trying the long way around that corner. It's not
he's
the
going to lose out
fastest
too.
way. Losing spots.
Oh, no, he's going to take a spot there.
Yeah, he did not put the bad hold on that for sure. Definitely. Eric Tveit, great start by him. Up to 4th. Yeah, they get very spread out here already because of the elevation changes and such. And up front, we've got Eric Tveit now 5th. Jack Keithley in 6th.
And here's Ryan. Ryan is going for the lead there on William Levesque, and he's taking it.
He's going around the outside. Ryan Callan for the lead.
No,
he's going to do it in the back.
Come off.
Little shoulder shrug. They're headed into a quick left-hander. Callan's going to hold tight on the
side
right side.
side.
Not through there, boys. Not through there, boys. And
Levesque keeps it.
He holds on to it. What defending. What racing. But look, Florian Strauss is now closed up. He's back on the bumper. We're going to just go through the grid on the grid here. Ben Davis has made up 8 spots. We're not following him. But look, Callan crossing over. He's trying.
Looking for another line here.
This is very much a momentum track, Danny, and it's all going to be about keeping that momentum and making a clean pass without causing yourself too much speed loss.
And if he loses too much momentum, he's got to watch himself because his teammate Florian Strauss is going to get him here.
Oh yeah, he's hungry for a win too, man. You know he wants it after the last round. But the biggest gainer is Ben Davis, who's now up to 12th position. He has gained 12 position. Andy Bernard's into the pits early for probably repairing some damage, maybe a puncture. But Ben Davis has gained 9 spots. Let's go through the grid and see who else has made up some spots. Lee Palmer has made up 13 positions. So obviously there was something that happened a little further back.
He didn't set a qualifying time, so he was starting from 33rd. Well done to him.
Yeah, and Jonathan Motterham is out. He's out early. Thomas Matyczowski's out. Oh, that's a shame for both of those guys. And it's Nick Atzadakos out as well too. Oh, so unfortunate for those guys. They had both 2 DNFs. It's Nick Atzadakos and Matyczowski, and then Motterham had an accident, according to this. So the battle for the lead obviously is going to be heated. Let's go back a little bit and have a look here at what we've got battling here. Jack Keithley's gotten by Eric Tveit. He's now into 5th position. He's going to really need to push to catch up to Butcher, because this track isn't all about the draft like at Poznan. Butcher of quite a ways back of that lead pack already, and I know he hasn't had the pace all week so far.
Yeah, and Vanian was really on Gary Lennon there at the back just for a second there, but unfortunately he couldn't get the move to come off.
Got Sovic into the pits, Andy Bernard into the pits, and that is going to be Ivar Calamies, who is gained.
Callan is into the lead here, Keith.
Callan into the lead.
Levesque's down to 3rd.
Oh no, what happened there? Let's see if we can catch that. What had happened here?
Yeah, Levesque shuffled past Florian as well.
We're not going to catch that on replay. Sorry, Danny. I apologize, folks, that we missed that. Ryan Callan setting the fastest lap of the race with a 24.5. Butcher then throws down a 24.4, stealing the fast lap from Callan. It's a battle of the points here, because TPS Racing having 2 guys 1-2 and THR being 3-4. This is going to be a team standings championship heavyweight bout here.
Yeah, you got to think Ryan is sitting pretty here, because he complained about last round having to go against both THR cars by himself.
Yes.
Really put an emphasis on Florian to get up there with the top guys and race with them. And obviously he's got his teammate right there with him that now serve as kind of a buffer for Levesque's charge here.
Definitely. No, I totally agree, because I know that he had a talk with Florian from the previous race. He said, Florian, pick it up, man. Come on, you're a V8 champion. Come on,
Yeah.
I need you. He had a team talk, and he straightened him out, and obviously the motivational speech has worked, because Florian Strauss is showing his true form here today.
And just a bit of reporting fact here, Thomas Matyczowski said he lost force feedback in his wheel, and that was the reason he had to pull off the side of the track and then pull into the pit. So very unfortunate for him.
Very unfortunate. Yeah, that really unfortunate. He had a great run going, and he's left the game. Thomas, you probably, if you're watching, you probably would have got your force feedback back for the second race, just so you know. And also you can press Alt F, but that's besides the point. Ryan Callan now sets the fastest lap of the race at a 24.3. He is taking charge here. He said he felt good at this track, and it's showing. He's pulling away from the two, Florian Strauss and William Levesque.
Yeah, Ryan's going to put his foot into this one here. He's one of the few drivers that said he was very confident around this place compared to Poznan, where he didn't have much confidence at all. So it's going to be hard to see anyone catching him at this point.
Definitely. And look at the battle over here. Tomasz Demelin getting into a huge battle with Neil
Tasker.
Sideways. Neil Tasker. I got to show you this one shot. There's the shot I found on his car. I love this shot for Neil for putting it on his car, because this camera angle is perfect for watching racing. That's really what you're doing. Neil Tasker, a big supporter of TouringProSeries and team owner of Ace Motorsports, kind of getting back into sim racing, and we're happy to have him with the TouringProSeries. But he's involved in a very heated battle right now with Wayne Morgan and Tomasz Demelin, one of our administrators here. And look, he's looking down the inside. Is he going to do
Morgan.
it? No, Wayne Morgan's got to run. Oh, Wayne Morgan
that's a
hits
very
the
nice
wall.
overtake. Riding into the grass. Yeah, he did.
Oh man, there's a wall. There's a dead stop wall. Oh look, that car he looks like he's struggling. Neil's struggling a little bit with the car right now. But one of the guys, the new guys to the TouringProSeries, Patrick Sokolowski, the guy who gave Ryan a little shunt, is a little ways back. He's running in 16th right now. He's a Polish racer that I've managed to find his statistics. He's a very well-decorated racer in a Polish simracing.pl championships. Oh, nice crossover, and it just shows right there on Tony Matthews.
Yeah, very nice indeed. Now, what we're going to see here in the next few laps, we're already seeing some guys getting out of shape here, because the tires are going to run off these cars very fast. We even heard reports from some of the drivers that the tires are completely shot after 4 laps, so these guys have to pay attention.
Here is William Levesque on Florian Strauss. Callan has a substantial lead now. He's pulled out almost a full second. Strauss goes wide in the 270. And look, Levesque takes advantage of it. Oh, and Strauss
comes Strauss right back.
They're headed into a left-hander. He's going to go left, right, right. Not going to do it really bumpy. Look at them get out of shape. Top on board with Strauss and see what he's seeing. If he can get a good run through here, he can get him down into turn 1. But, and look at that.
Now, Williams is gone. He's through.
Levesque is gone and through. Levesque has booked second position, and Florian Strauss is going to want to make a move quick so he can maybe give his teammate a chance to gap a little bit. The gap's nowhere near as strong as it was at Poznan. Then in turn 1, Levesque goes wide.
Oh, no, mistake.
No, he's not going to do it. He held true. Very wide track, so if you go a little deep, all you got to do is use a little more of the track on the outside. This is where it gets really bumpy, and Levesque's so good through here. Look at him pull away. Oh, look. Oh, Strauss closing in, onto his bumper. And
Florian needs to stay on him and heckle him as much as possible and let Ryan get away. This has got to be Florian's only task in this race here.
Definitely.
Lap traffic here coming up too.
Coming up on lap traffic. Who is that going to be? That's going to be, I'll tell you in a moment here. We're coming up on...
Yeah, I think it's Andy Bernard. Yeah.
Andy Bernard, and he pitted. Lee Palmer's just ahead of him. Lee Palmer had a great start. He was up like 15 positions, but obviously something's happened. And Strauss is all over the back of Levesque, but Levesque gets a nice run out of the 270. See how key it is to come off that corner right, because if you don't, what happens is you lose your run for this entire stretch here. It's such a momentum track.
Keith Palmer is very out of shape. Okay, now he's going to get off the track here. He's out of the guys are going into the pits.
Headed into the pits. Okay, good.
Yeah, because those guys, they were having trouble just making a few corners, and it could have been some trouble for Ryan there.
Yeah, and also just noting, Jack Keithley is not making any progress on this group, and it's very surprising because Jack is one of the big favorites here. And look, Levesque wide again, but he seems to be making that line work, and no one else is. Maybe he's found something that these guys don't know about, but. It looks, every time he goes into turn 1, Danny, Levesque looks like he's going wide.
Yeah, the battle from 9th to 11th is really heating up.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I saw that.
Ben Davis is all the way up to 10th after starting 20th, so he's doing
11 spots. Ben Davis made up, he's a hard charger, but actually a couple spots back, old Marius Mirvold has made up 15 positions.
Wow, 15, yeah.
Great run by the Pink Machine. And Calamise is being hounded now by Ben Davis, who is then being hounded by Tom Ely, who this is his first race ever in Touring Pro Series. And also, it's Ivar Calami's first race, I believe, too, is it not? Yeah, it is, yes.
Yeah, another new name. Yeah, and I think Ivar Calami. Yeah, he was the guy he's replacing Reno Room, is he not?
Correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And Ben Davis.
Ben Davis. Oh, look at that.
Wow, bit ambitious there.
Oh, look at that. He's going around the outside. See, he's got the run. That corner, it's such a tricky corner because you're dealing with front-wheel drive cars going up a hill around a 270-degree corner to the left. So it's really about time, and these guys are using all the racetrack and then some. Calamise seems to be struggling. Maybe he wasn't prepared for the tires to go off quite as much as this. We've lost Sokolowski as well. So in the garage, we have Sokolowski suspension damage, Monoram in an accident, Lee Palmer, Sevic, Jose Mura, all DNFs, Matazowski and Nick Gatzadakos, all DNFs. So this track is staking its claim quick, right, Danny?
Oh, it is. But at the front, Chris Butcher has slowly reeled in William Levesque and Florian Strauss here. Chris was one of the drivers that said he likes to take it very easy early on in these cars because he wants his car to be strongest later on in the race. So it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities for Chris Butcher to make a move for the race win here.
No, definitely not. And I do believe Butcher's. I believe he's doing that because look at this. He's closed in on these two guys, and they're not slow. Strauss and Levesque are not slow. You got our pole sitter, you got our V8 champion, and Butcher, who was he won the most recent race in these Clios. He's just slowly reeling them in. Let's see what it looks like from his point. Nice and smooth.
Made progress here. Yep.
Very smooth through the bumps. He's not getting the car out of shape. He's just outside the draft. Look, just up front there, Florian is just trying everything he can to get there. Now Ryan Callan has gapped 2 full seconds over Levesque. He has a 2-second lead on the 10th lap. We're just about halfway now. It's 34 degrees here at the Autumn Ring. Fantasy track from Gran Turismo. This is a very good battle, and the thing is it is going to get heated. We're not seeing the crazy passing like we did at Poznan because this track you have to be very calculated because you're going to affect all of your momentum here. There's not a lot of heavy braking zones.
And as far as Ryan's concerned, Florian Strauss has to have done his job. But at this point, because at one point I thought that William was going to break away from Florian and then hamper Ryan, but that's not been the case. Florian has stayed with him and slowed him up. So this is pretty much Ryan's to lose it at this point.
Yeah, it is, and we don't want to say that because the commentators curse because he did lose it 2 times at the first round.
Yeah, it seems that Chris's progress has been stalled a bit here, but Florian, he is way wide on that corner, and now Butcher is going to be right up to him.
Yep. His tires are going off a little bit. Chris Butcher's just very, very methodically taking his time. But look at the gap. One mistake, and he loses 1.1 seconds to Levesque. Wow. One mistake. It just shows you how difficult this track really and truly is.
Yeah, and back there in 9th and 10th, Tom Ely has just gone around Ben Davis for 9th position, so Ely is going to try to make his way back through the field. Obviously, he was, I think, top 5 to start the race.
Yes.
Yeah, he slipped all the way down to 11th and 12th, so maybe he can salvage something here.
Yeah, he had a very poor start getting started.
Yeah, and just behind, I think it's Neil Tasker and Wayne Morgan are going at it. Wayne Morgan, he wasn't going to race today, but at the last seconds, he decided to sign back up again. And fortunately enough, he was able to get back
in. Morgan to the inside of Neil Tasker.
I think he's got it. That's well done. That's well done there.
Yeah, no, well done by him. Neil Tasker.
Here.
He's crossing it. He's not having any of it. Let's hop back on board with that great shot. I love it. Love it. I could ride on this car all day. Oh, look at this. Neil Tasker showing that he misses sim racing and he loves it because he is pushing hard here and he's trying to impress the ladies.
Yeah, Morgan looks like he's got him here.
Morgan looks like he's got him clear. But just ahead of them, you've got Tomasz Demelin, and they're closing in on Tomasz. Oh no, actually there's some lap cars ahead. Let's get back to Ben Davis is in 10th. Ely has dropped a little bit. And let's get back, follow to the up front guys. Bradley Vanny in 8th, Tveit 7th, Gary Lennon 6th. Good run for him. Jack Keithley in 5th. Butcher He's looking on
Chris.
Strauss.
Here he goes.
Chris Butcher looking to cross over.
Looking
Down
for a
into
way
turn
through
one.
here.
Chris Butcher looking for it. Is he going to do it?
He's got to leave it late. I think he's got the tires.
No, I don't think he's got it.
No, he's going to get him.
He
He's going to get him. Well done.
Chris Butcher takes third spot from Florian Strauss. Florian Strauss is struggling because he's dropped from Levesque so much. Levesque is looking so smooth right now, and Callan is in the same boat too. So Strauss's pace maybe just it's just going off. Big
Strauss is
more
not
so than
letting
these
go
other guys.
away though.
He's not giving up. Top on board with Chris Butcher, looking from the back of Butcher's car. Florian Strauss hounding the back of him in that beautiful Touring Pro Series skin car.
If Chris can just drop him out of the draft, I think he could be done with Florian here. But that is close indeed.
It is. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. But look who's closing. Jack Keithley, just like in race 1 at Poznan.
Oh yeah, Keith, he's hanging on to these boys, and this is a 21-lap race, so
it is.
These guys have plenty of time if they keep their tires together here.
Yep, and let's see. So the gap is 2.2 seconds. Callan leading, 2.2 back to Levesque. In third, Chris Butcher, 3.6 seconds back to the leader, followed closely by Strauss. Fifth place, Jack Keithley, followed by Gary Lennon, Eric
I think we got
Tveit,
Eric Tveit, yeah.
Eric Tveit, sorry, I should have just looked at the skid. Bradley Vanian in 8th place. Great run for him after kind of recovering from a poor round 1. In 9th place, Tom Ely is closing in on Vanian. 10th place, Ben Davis. 11th place, Ivar Kulamies. Tomasz Demelin in 12th. Wayne Morgan 13th. Neil Tasker 14th. Olmarius Mirbold in 15th. Robert Wiesenmuller in 16th for Roaring Pipes Maniacs, his first ever Touring Pro Series event. In 17th, Tomasz Demelin made a couple spots up. Ike Roding very close behind him.
Yeah, bit of a battle there.
Yeah, bit of a battle there. But in 19th, we got Ben Warren. 20th, Christian Struze. 21st, Rob Musgrove, who's battling down to the inside. He's going to be looking to draft and possibly to go down to the inside. We'll see if we can follow this. Rob Musgrove not getting much airtime, but we'll see if he can make a nice move on Struze.
You got to get a run here.
Musgrove down to the inside of Struze into turn 1.
I think yep, very well done.
Musgrove into 20th. Oh no, look, Christian Struze is trying to unbook this move. No, Musgrove
not going to
hold
happen.
it. Well
done.
No. Nice move by Musgrove.
Nice overtake there, yeah.
We'll get through the rest of the field here. Dave Simmons 22nd, 23rd Daniel Krenzich. 24th, Nikolai Levanov, who's not going to be pleased with his run so far because he had great pace at Poznan. Tony Matthews 25th, Rui F. Martins 26th, and Eddie Bernard 27th of the last running cars. Let's get back to the leaders, Danny, and see what's happening. The gap's down to 1.7 seconds for Levesque.
Yeah, he's cut the gap down. That's a half a second and only a lap, so maybe Levesque is starting to come on here.
Yeah, Levesque might be putting it on because, but if you look here, Butchie is slowly gapping from Florian. Florian is not gapping from Keithley. Keithley's 1.8 back. It's just a matter of if he can close. There's enough laps. Can Keithley get the pace together? You know what, Danny? Do you have the live timing up?
The live timing, in-game live timing, or do you mean
no?
to the site?
It's okay. I'm going to pull it. I just want to see current pace of some of these drivers because I'm curious to see the difference in lap times. I had it up, I just need to refresh it, but the gap's to 1.5 seconds now with Levesque. Keithley is going to be looking to close, but Butchie wide in the 270, and Florian messed up.
Florian. Yeah, he had to make avoiding action there.
Yeah, very evasive maneuvering.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got Chris Butcher still just slightly gapping from Florian Strauss.
Is taking the gap down to 1.2 seconds.
Oh, look at this. Look at him close. Ryan Callan still did a 26.5 last lap, a 26.7 that lap. It's 1.1 seconds. Levesque, the French-Canadian, the championship leader, is now closing on Ryan Callan. Is this a common thing that Ryan Callan is folding under this pressure?
Well, Ryan had trouble with this last round at Poznan. His tires just really left him later on in the race. I don't see why he's having that trouble here today because he's been racing with nobody this whole event. I don't
that's
see
exactly
why.
what I'm thinking.
Meanwhile, Levesque, he was battling with Strauss, and he's still got more of a car here left than Colin. I'm not sure what's going on really.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little, I'm rooting for Ryan. I mean, he's my the partner with the TPS, hardworking guy. I know how hard he's put in an effort here. Oh, Levesque goes wide. That's going to cost him some time.
Yeah, Ryan wants to see that there.
Yeah, he wants to see more of those mistakes. The track's up to 35 degrees now, so these tires are just turning to goo. I mean, the heat gets in them, and you can't get them out. And at this track, there's no time to slow down and allow your tires to cool off. If you slide, if you go in too deep, you block up, and you get your temperatures up to 20 degrees too hot, you're not going to cool them off. They're going to stay that hot.
Yeah, that's why it's just so important to keep it together. I mean, that's why some drivers said the guys who can lap really fast here might just not have it all figured out, and maybe that's what's going on with Ryan.
They might just burn out. And just to note, Tom Ely has passed Bradley Vanian for 8th position. So Tom Ely is into his top eight finish out of a 35 car grid so far. Very well done to him in his first race ever here in Touring Pro Series. Ivar Calamies 11th. Demlin, and not too much happening back in the field here.
The guys are lapping Rue Martins here. He seems to have a pretty banged up car for the RPM. Yeah, but I think he was the only guy being lapped there. Butcher's coming up to him now, though.
Let's see what we got here. There's Chris Butcher as they come up to lap them. I think Levesque made up some time. He's down to 1.
Martins can get out the way here.
1.3 seconds. Yeah. The lappers are doing a great job. There's a lot of room here to clear by. There's no need for I could never see an incident happening at a track this wide. This track's meant for big cars, and we're running little toys around here right now. Yeah. But these toys do provide a lot of good action at this track. And I mean, in general, these cars are incredibly great to race. They're incredible fun to watch. If you happen to be watching the broadcast and you're interested in joining up, find us at racedepartment.com. Click on the R Factor League, R Factor channel, R Factor Leagues, and look at Touring Pro Series. Or you can go right to our website, TouringProSeries.com, and click on Forum. Find out all the information needed to join. We do have open reserves for the entire season if you're interested. Have a check it out. I mean, great group of guys, great racing, good fun, and I mean, as you can see, it's entertaining stuff. So.
And Tom Ely here, it looks to be really reeling in Eric Tveit. He's not to him just yet, but at this rate, he's going to get him in only a few more laps. So
well, look at this, Danny. While we're talking, look at this view. Let's hop on board. This is Ryan Callan. This is like the highlight reel that we just watched where Ryan Callan got mugged. This is just like they're bullying Ryan.
Yeah, Tveit's got to him here, and then Butcher has gotten through for Florian Strauss and taken third. I guess Florian made a mistake because he's falling back.
Butcher was already in third.
He was already in third. Okay.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Danny,
the pass happened a while ago. If you're using your time machine again, let me know. But look at this. Look at Levesque. Look at how easy it is. He's making it look effortless. It's unbelievable. This young French-Canadian talent who's just brand new to the sim racing circuit at Race Department. It's just literally putting on a clinic here pretty well anywhere. Look at this. He is all over the back of Callan, and there's smoke pouring off Callan's car, while Levesque just looks so smooth, so composed, just taking his time. He's just going to make a move. And look at this. Callan defending into turn 1. Levesque trying to find a way by. They've done 18 laps. All he's got to do is last 3 more. This one and 2 more. Can he do it? Can he hold back the championship leader, William Levesque, the young French-Canadian?
I don't see it, Keith. I think it's just a matter of time here.
I honestly don't think Ryan could take giving away another win. I don't think he could do it because he's practiced so hard for this race. He didn't feel good at Poznan. You said you talked to him. I talked to him. He felt confident. Oh, look at this. He's close. Levesque could smell it. Callan is going to do everything in his power to prevent this from happening once again. This would be the 3rd time in 3 races that he's given away the race lead.
Levesque, he was a little bit disappointed by his incident report at Poznan, where he got penalized some points for contact, and so I get the sense that he's making sure to do this clean and do it right, so he's not going to rush it here, Keith.
Well, you know what, he's showing great composure, but again, he proved himself to be like a worthy champion racing at the most recent event at Poznan. He won a race at World Touring Masters after just basically starting. you can't deny he's a young talent, and he's gonna do well in anything he races in, and it's good to see that. And but here we go.
Ryan's got to hold him off maybe 3 more laps here. It's going to be tight, but he's got the lead so far.
Yeah, we've done 19. We finished 18 laps. So now there is 3 laps. Oh, William Levesque to the inside.
Contact there. Oh, nope. That was too far back.
That was too late. Let's. I want to have a look at that on. I want to have a look at that from Callan's point of view on replay. Look at this.
He was way far back on this one.
Look at this. Oh, he's not even. Oh, what was he thinking? And then he gets into the side
dangerous.
of him. Dangerous move. Luckily, no one ended up getting hurt there. But look who's closing. This is exactly what he doesn't want to happen. They're battling, and look, all the while, who's closing in? Chris Butcher is closing in slowly but surely, reeling them in. It's now 2 seconds to him, up to Callan. The more Callan defends, the more of a chance it's going to be a repeat of race 2 at Poznan, and he's going to get passed by both THR cars.
Yeah, if these guys, I mean, like you said, if they break the momentum, then Chris is going to get to him. Yeah, I think we have some lap traffic there that's going off. I think Andy Bernard is just going to get out the way here. Actually, no, that's Tony Matthews there, the lap traffic. Yeah, Butcher goes through okay.
Yeah, so Butcher, now you know that the fire's lit on him. Oh, someone goes off in the back there. I couldn't quite see the car. But
I think it's Tony Matthews there, yeah.
Tony Matthews goes off. I think he's missing the whole front half of his car. Chris Butcher is in 3rd place, 1.8 seconds back. William Levesque is looking to find a way by Callan. There's smoke pouring off Callan's car every corner.
Here's the thing, Keith. I mean, Ryan has kept the gap now for 2 laps. I mean, besides that one lunge Levesque has taken at him, maybe Callan's got enough car. Maybe he was holding back his car for these final few stages of the race.
It could have been. He might have tried to slow it down a little bit, but I don't know, man. I can't see Levesque not getting by with the pace he's showing here at the end of this race. Like he seems to be head and tails above. Like Callan is really struggling to keep that car in front right now, it looks like. But all the while, Chris Butcher's closing. This is going to be another THR gang beating on Ryan Callan.
Yeah, we got about a lap and a half for it to all go down. And wow, Levesque goes a little wide there, and Ryan's going to get away from a little bit. Keep that gap at 3/10, I think it is.
Yeah, look, but this is the key part. If Callan messes up, oh look, he's got a little wide.
That's wide there.
No, you know what? That's his line. Look at how
he needs to get a good run. That was very nice.
That was a very nice run. He needs to keep the momentum up. The momentum staying up is what will keep Levesque behind him. Levesque's got to plan where he's going to make this move and get the run, get a better exit off of, say, the last corner here, and close it in the draft. Get into the inside of him into the first corner, or make the move on the outside. But he's not close enough. He's not close enough.
If Wheaton can't get him to him for this first corner, I think Ryan's pretty much done it, because this is the final lap, and he's got now a 4/10 gap to Wayne Levesque.
No! Oh no! Whoa! William going a little deep. Last lap, he's pushing a little too hard. He does not want to go and wreck someone, because it'll cost him a lot of spots. He'll end up being reviewed by the stewards. He's got the championship lead. Play it smart. A second is better than a non-finish and a penalty.
Yeah, he might be trying to unnerve Ryan a little bit.
He is. Maybe he's trying to hit him, shaking off his post. William Levesque trying to take the win away from Ryan Callan. Can Ryan Callan hold on to the lead? 3 races in a row he's led. Can he keep it? Can Callan hold on to the lead? Will Levesque find a way by? Will Butcher close in? We're finding out here. We got half a lap to go to finish the 3rd race of the Clio Euro Series in the 2nd round. Levesque very close into the 270. Callan's got to nail this one. Oh, Levesque to the inside. Callan, he's taking the line. Callan, contact. Levesque, by.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he's on. Oh, look. Callan to the inside. Oh, my God. There's contact. Oh, no. Butcher's coming in. Callan's through. Oh, look, Levesque takes the lead. Callan in 2nd. Butcher's trying to take 2nd away from Callan again. Callan wide. He's done it. THR 1-2 again. I do not believe this. Can this happen?
Mugging is complete here.
The gang beating and mugging complete. I do not believe this.
Wow.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Wow.
I didn't think there was a possibility for Wayne overtaking, but because Ryan took that one corner wide, it allowed Williams to get underneath his car and scrub Ryan's runoff coming off that corner.
I'm gonna say Ryan's gonna be not too pleased because I know there was a bit of contact.
Oh, he's not gonna be happy at all.
But I gotta say though, that is the intro video all over right there, man. That is Clio Euro Series at its best. Let me quickly run through here. THR12, William Levesque, Chris Butcher. That's it. Nothing more needs to be said. Ryan Callen, mugged, 3rd place. 4th place, Jack Keithley for GT Omega. 5th, TPS Racing driver Florian Strauss. 6th place, Tom Ely, who came back up to 6th, came through Tveit and Lennon. Lennon 7th, 8th is Tveit, 9th Bradley Vanian, 10th Ben Davis, 11th Ivar Kalamis, 12th Tomasz Demelin, 13th Ole Marius Mirbold, 14th Robert Wiesenmuller, 15th Wayne Morgan, 16th Neil Tasker, 17th Lukáš Demelin, 18th Eik Roding, 19th Dave Simmons, 20th Rob Musgrove, Ben Warren 21st, 22nd Christian Struze, 23rd is David Krenzuch, 24th Nikolai Levanov, 25th Tony Matthews, 26th Rui F. Martins, 27th Andy Benar, and I believe that's the last of the running cars. Danny, do you believe this?
Ryan's got to be really gutted after that one. He led the race pretty much start to finish,
mugged.
And then to lose it with only halfway through the final lap like that, he's got to be really kicking himself. It's going to be hard to see him turn it around after such a deflating loss there.
That was incredible, to say the least. I mean, there's some people chatting about it right now, saying, some people saying good, some people saying what a jerk move on William.
There's going to be mixed feelings there because there was some contact. So this is touring car racing. That's how it's going to get.
This is touring car racing, but I can't believe Ryan is just like literally being pushed over left, right, and center. He's just not able to close. He's got no closing skills. If he was a salesman, he'd be fired right now.
Yeah. I thought maybe Ryan left a little too much room on some of those corners when he could have just slammed it inside and pretty much been done with it. But everything looks better in 2020 hindsight.
Yeah, I know everything does it. Well, when you slow it down, when you start thinking about it after the fact, you start thinking about it, and you're like, oh well, what if he did this? What if he did that? We're not driving, Danny. I just can't believe Butcher comes through and takes it.
And Ryan, he's having a little bit of a talk with William right now on track. Not really happy with the overtake at all.
Yep.
Ben Davis getting 10th after starting 20th, so it just goes to show that it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Exactly.
Tom Ely, after falling outside the top 10, recovers very well, like you said, to finish 6th, so he's got to be in great spirits going into race 2
sure.
Here.
Absolutely. You know what, Danny? While we're just in between them loading up the other grid there, I'm just going to throw the for anyone who did miss it, I would like to put up the Clio Euro Series intro video, the promo video for it, just for anyone who did happen to miss it. So I'll just throw this up for a quick second. And there we have it. That's the Clio Euro Series intro video, promo video, put together by our own Mr. Ryan Callen, who is probably very, very disheartened right now, headed into round 2. We're going to be doing another qualifying, another Super Pole. So they basically get a chance to reset the grid from scratch one more time. So let's hop back on board. Danny, just maybe sum up just shortly, like quickly, what you're feeling about that race that just happened.
Well, I feel, it was better than it was at Poznan when it comes to incidents, but unfortunately there was still some, I guess, not as professional driving as we would like. In the end, it was good. We saw more of a spread out field, and at the end, the guys, closed up and had a very good battle the final few laps. Didn't end ideally for some, but these guys have to calm down now. A lot of tempers are flaring at the moment. These guys got to calm down and put together a good quality lap to get back into it for race 2.
Definitely. And cooler heads will prevail. I'm sure will. Like I've been in that spot. Like I know when I was racing against Miguel Nato at KW Super Speedway, and I got into him for the win. I was literally shaking by the when I crossed the line. I got up. I was on TeamSpeak with Jesper Talberg, my teammate in that, and I was literally shaking. So to head into another quali is a tough thing to just kind of, like, I could see Williams sitting in the pits right now. He's probably just trying to calm down right now. But
it's a bit unique to both WTM and Clio Euro Series. I guess also WSS. They have the 2 qualifying formats, but in race we don't do that. We just
nope.
We just do that. Oh no, Ryan spins out on his outlap.
Whoa! Let's have a look at that.
Yeah,
man, is this a precursor to what's going to happen?
Yeah, like I said, it's really hard to gather yourself for another one-lap quality.
I know, and so he's coming around, gets a little loose, catches the bump, and just see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at that, he literally he catches a weird bump here, and it just, see the back end of the car come up off the ground? Let's slow it down a little bit.
Definitely unsettled, yeah.
You look, it gets the back end up, and look, the whole back of the car's off the ground, and it sends you around. Now, this is what I was struggling with when I was practicing here, because I just kept finding those bumps. But, obviously an outlap, it's a good thing he didn't do that in his real race.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if he's still really angry here. He's gotta calm down, otherwise he'll never get anywhere near his Super Bowl time from race 1. Yeah, and just for the viewers out there, WTM season finale review at Bathurst has just been put on the TPS website by our very own Jonathan Ashercliff. So thank you, Jonathan. Did a very good job on that. So make sure to go over there and check it out when you get a minute.
Yep, definitely. I mean, you can just see the steam rolling off of Ryan's head. I mean, after just spinning on his outlap, losing the race, and also second place to both THR drivers. Absolutely mugged. I mean, that's a common term from Callan from commentating. But I mean, can you think of any? I mean, gang beating, mugged, shellacking, you name it. I could think of a million adjectives to describe that. But it was just not. It's not a pleasant thing. Now he's gone purple, but right now there's not.
I think that's on Nikolai Ilovanov's time of 25 flat.
It definitely is. No, it definitely is, and. He's going to set the provisional pole unless he has an off.
I think Levesque is out. No, Levesque is not out. I'm sorry, Chris Butcher is out, so he's going to have a crack at this soon.
Do you know, it just seems like the THR team is out to pillage and plunder this series. Do you not think, Danny?
Yeah, they're trying to win hardware, Keith. Don't
I know.
Don't get it twisted. Now those guys are definitely trying to.
They're out there. They're trying. They're doing their best. But I mean, geez, these guys are hardcore this season. I mean, I'm really impressed with the way they're putting it down. And Ryan Callum going to be coming across the line, going to take the provisional pole. What time is he going to set? It needs to be a 23. 24-0.
24 flat, wow.
That's not going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough.
It's still, the way he was driving that outlap, Keith, I thought we were going to see something like a 24.5 or maybe even a 25 from him, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's still a good lap, though, nonetheless. Let's see if we can catch who else might be on track.
I think Butcher's out there.
Let's see if we can catch Chris Butcher. Oh, Florian Strauss gone purple. This is it. He robbed the pole from Ryan last time, and then Levesque came through. We need to find out what Levesque is doing. That's what we need to do. Because I don't know how he got that pole. I really don't.
Yeah, if he really cracks into a lap here, he's going to be maybe even unstoppable with this Super Bowl lap of his.
Well, Florian Strauss is looking to dethrone Ryan Callan once again. Teammates, but Ryan, he's down to 10.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to put him into a nice 29. A 23.9, whereas the pole was a 23.78.
It was 8. It was an 8.
23.8.
I think 23.888 actually.
23.888. So Florian Strauss looking to take the pole, coming across the line.
I think he's got it here, Keith.
Full lap.
Oh,
23.765.
Into it.
Florian Strauss steps up, but we've seen his race pace. That's the thing. Let's. I want to make sure we can catch anyone else. Levesque that's going out on track. Let's see, where is Levesque?
And Keithley's also on the track. Levesque is just pulling out the pits here. So.
Okay. You let me know. You let me know who else is coming out that could be a contender. And just to note, we've got. I'll just kind of go through here. We got Ivor Calamese in third. Fourth is Bradley Vanian. Fifth, Thomas Matazowski, who did have a better qualifying the first time around. Robert Wiesenmuller, seventh. Nikolai Levanov in eighth. And this is obviously provisional at this point. Yeah. Chris Butcher goes into third with a 24.2. Gary Lennon to fourth, 24.7. Sorry we missed that, guys.
Yeah, and Tom. Oh, Jack Keithley once.
Jack Keithley on the wall. Into the wall.
Oh, he destroyed that car.
There's nothing left of the car. Oh,
what happened there? I think it was the same corner Ryan had trouble with through his outlap.
Okay, well, let's see what happens here, because I think William Levesque, we're going to have to catch him, but let's see. Oh, he's up on two wheels. He's up on two wheels around. Look at that, and it just ends it. Oh, it's so
unbelievable. Oh, this is the second time in 2 weeks he's had trouble with his Super Bowl for the second race.
Oh, I know. The second race, the first one, he ran into Liam Jenkins, who was also on a hot lap, so no fault of his own. Tom Ely is now out, just setting his lap. But yeah, no, going back to what you were saying, he seems to he's just an omen around him in the second race. So now he's got to make up time. And
you got to think he was really pushing that. For that Super Bowl lap, because he sees the pace at the top, and he's really trying to match those guys.
Exactly. And right now, Tom Ely's on pace for a 24.1, almost a 24.2. So he could slot into the top. He'll slot in between Butcher and Lennon, I think.
Yeah, Levesque just went. He's in the turn one now. Just started his lap, so. I mean, but you think about it, we haven't seen a faster time than a 23.7, even through practice. So
not at all.
Even Levesque, I think, is going to have a hard time to go get Strauss's pole time here. And Levesque is sideways. He almost loses it, actually, but he saves it and he continues.
Yeah, well, we've already seen what happens when he goes sideways. He takes pole.
He's 5 up.
He's 5/10. Oh, that's. Yeah, that's.
I could have sworn he almost went around there, Keith. So that was definitely not how he wanted to do it.
This is gonna play into. Well, I mean, you got TPS 1-2, and if he's 5/10 back and he can really nail these last few sectors, which we've already seen he can, he should be able to slot in to the fourth spot if he can nail this last few sectors. And then right in front of Tom Ely. And what do you got? You got TPS versus THR once again. Right now, it's looking like it's not going to happen, though. It looks like he's going to be behind Tom Ely.
Yeah, wow, 7/10. Really falling apart here.
But you know what? But believe it or not, 7/10 is the gap between Florian Strauss and 6/10 between Florian Strauss and Ely. So we've seen how good he is in this last sector. He could slot into Ely's spot, but more than likely he's going to be in fifth, bumping Gary Lennon, and it's going to be fifth with a 24.545. Not the lap he was looking for.
Yeah, definitely been interesting. Williams been so good in these second races that I'm a bit surprised to see him go 24.5 there. Like I said, but you pointed out he's only fifth, so he's going to be staring at the back of Ryan and Florian's car pretty much at the start of the event. So he's definitely still in contention to perhaps take the double win here.
Yes, definitely. Well, and again, it comes down to racing. Callan had led the entire race. Levesque never at any time had the lead. And that's the most frustrating thing you can do. I was in myself just a fun race with like 35 Skodas at Watkins, and I led for 30. It was a 40-minute race. I led for 39 minutes and 45 seconds. But no one remembers second place. It is the worst feeling in the world when you lose it at the 11th hour at the very end of the race. It sucks.
Yes, you gotta wonder what they're going to do. Is Ryan going to let Florian just lead this time, or is Colin going to try to get a Ryan teammate?
I don't know, man. I honestly, after seeing the finish to that last race, that's going to be a great highlight shot for the third round, Danny. I can tell you right now. Really, that's the whole race, the whole first race summed up.
And I'm wondering what's going on here at the back of the field. You've got Lee Palmer, who is going to opt not to set another qualifying time. Remember, he started, I think, 33rd last race. He's right now sitting 33rd without a time. Jonathan Mataram. Oh, Eric Tveit.
Eric Tveit into 6th place. He was just doing his I'm sorry.
Okay.
We got talking there, and I wasn't following the action on track. But Eric Tveit slots into 6th. Gary Lennon into 7th is still 7th. 8th is Ivar Calamise. I'll go through the rest of the grid when we get to it. But as you were saying, though.
Yep. And Bradley Vanian, he's gotten in 9th there. He's had a string of very good qualifications here, so maybe he can turn one of those into a top 5.
Maybe, definitely. And I just wanted to point out, Ole Marius Myhrvold actually came up through the field, and he started 30, what was it? I think it was 32nd, and ended up finishing 13th. So really good run for Myhrvold in the pink machine. Using that pink power.
Yeah, now he's taking 14th on the grid with a 25-2, so very nice from him.
So actually, if we do the math, and he made up, what was that? He made up like 20 spots. If he's there, he should finish in -6.
Something like that. Florian better watch himself, man.
Yeah, Florian better watch him. He's going to start going. He's going to actually finish 4th in the race we just finished now because he's going to make up 20 spots.
Yeah, Keith, you got me confused now.
I know. I just totally confused myself. I'm talking about time travel now.
You're talking about paradoxes and all this stuff.
Yeah,
dude.
no. Let's get out of this vortex of nothingness, and we're going to be headed into warm up here, and I'm going to do a rundown of the grid. We got 5 minutes till the race starts. Florian Strauss taking the pole. Very well done. TPS Racing is 1-2. You got Strauss on the pole, Callan off pole. 3rd is Chris Butcher. 4th is Tom Ely. Tom Ely's having an incredible showing to his first race ever in Touring Pro Series, and also kind of a welcome back for him. He's been doing a lot of club racing into the sim racing scene for Team Nocturne. It's his own team. But let's see if he can hold it together. He finished 6th in the first round. He's starting 4th this race, so let's see if he can pull off a good... He might be the upset. He might be able, running with these guys, Callan, Butcher, Strauss, he might be able to keep their pace by following their lines and kind of figuring out what it is they're doing. So 5th place William Levesque for THR. So THR is taking a commanding team championship lead, and I know they're going to be very pleased with that. Their partner and teammate Toby Davis is not with us. He's in Rome right now, actually hoping to get over to the Mugello race circuit and speak with the guys from Assetto Corsa. 6th place Eric Tveit for Ice Cold Racing. 7th place his teammate Gary Lennon for Ice Cold Racing, so they're having a good show in here today. Ivar Calamise for GT Omega Racing is the best qualifying GT Omega driver, seeing as we caught that incredible flip by Jack Keithley.
He's not too happy about that.
No, and he's not going to like that we caught it either, and we caught it perfect too.
Oh, we sure did.
Bradley Vanian, Optimal Motorsports, 9th place. I think he was 8th last race, wasn't he, Danny? I think he was, because I remember he was top 10 for sure.
Yeah, Vanian.
Yeah, so Vanian's 9th. Ben Davis. Oh, there we go. Ben Davis. There's where he's supposed to be. 10th place qualifying. Much better for him.
Oh, he's going to be very happy with that.
Very happy. The other THR driver, Toby Davis, his teammate and brother, trying to live up the Davis name. Hopefully not crashing into the S's or anything.
Keith, come on.
I know. I can't. Is it too soon? Is it too soon, Danny? Too soon? Okay. All right. Back to 11th, we got Thomas Matadzowski for Pit Lane Racing. 12th, Robert Wiesenmuller. Very good qualifying for Robert for the Roaring Pipes Maniacs, and I'm pretty sure I got his name right. Robert Wiesenmuller.
You got
Wiesenmuller. And also, big thanks to him for the Spotters Guides. He does an incredible job, and we can't thank him enough for that and all of his support. 13th, Nikolai Levana of PCGC Racing Team. 14th, Ole Marius Myhrvold, RMI Motorsport. 15th, Nick Atzadakos for Waterblue Racing. 16th, Tony Matthews, Team Blue Bowl? I'm going to go with Blue Bowl.
We'll go with it. We're just going to go with it.
We're going with it. Tomasz Demelin is in the 17th spot. Ayek Roding is in the 18th spot. Daniel Kranzuch is in 19th. Neil Tasker, who had a pretty good run going, and he's got that beautifully skinned car for those specific cameras for Ace Motorsports, is in 20th. 21st, Lukáš Demelin for the Demelin Boys Motorsports, sorry. 22nd, Rob Musgrove, who we actually caught him in the middle of a booking moment, so we'll be happy with that. 23rd, Scott Sovic, Independent. 24th, Wayne Morgan, Supernova Motorsport. 25th, Dave Simmons, Optima Motorsports. And 26th, Ben Warren for Torrent Motorsports, who is the only Torrent Motorsports outing for today because Simon Malouche had to back out of this race, he had a great run in the second race. But
yeah, I'm not sure.
From, Danny?
Yes, those that don't know that Simon actually works for BMW's DTM efforts, so he actually had been called to work. So when that happens, sim racing's got to go to the wayside.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
and he's got to report.
No, definitely. But getting through the rest of these guys here, we got Andy Bernard, Team Blue Bull, in 27th. 28th is Christian Struze. 29th, Timo, excuse me 1 second here, is Timo Toika. 30th, Rui F. Martins. And back through the rest of the field, we're going to have the final drivers is going to be Jack Keithley in 32nd.
Oh, buddy.
It's good. Again, we're going to have a good show coming back to the field, but he's crippling himself. He's literally putting himself on crutches, and it's not a fun place to be.
Yeah, I actually think he does this for kicks.
I think he does too.
Drop back in race 2 and just go through everybody.
The silent assassin is just looking to murder people at the back of the field. Jonathan Motterham, Optima Motorsports, 33rd. That's not I think he messed up his lap because he did qualify pretty well in race 1. Jose Morez in 34th, Lee Palmer 35th. So we have a 34-car grid headed into the race.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on with Mora and Palmer because these guys, both qualifying, they haven't set a single lap.
Definitely, and we're going to be okay. So Danny, predictions. I want to know what you're thinking. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, buddy. Well, I like Chris Butcher. I think he's got the goods to keep William behind him and get through both Florian and Ryan. I just feel that, like you pointed out earlier, that Florian's tires just don't stay on it long enough. At the end of race 1, Jack Heathy actually got by him to take 4th. So my prediction is for Butcher to come true and get a win here.
Definitely. Okay, well, I basically you're saying we're having a repeat of round 1 is what you're saying.
Exactly. That's where I'm getting this from. All
right. That's cool. I mean, you got some inside information. You do talk to the drivers, so you may know that there's some team orders, and Levesque and Butcher are going to swap wins here, because I could very well see it. I mean, if they do get out front, they're talking. You know it.
Yeah, because I just think THR is obviously they're a little stronger than TPS Racing. And so I'm just not going to bet against them at this point.
All right. Well, I mean, they've already proven it. They've proven that they're very very fast THR, and they've basically schooled TPS Racing in both of these events so far.
We might have to get you down there, Keith. Show these TPS guys how it's done.
I think I might have to commentate while racing the next round.
We'll work something out.
All right, well, here we go. The lights are going to be going away. We're looking for the green flag on the 4th race. Go!
Here we go.
Away they go. Look at great start by Tom Ely down the inside. He's trying to get by.
Here comes Butcher.
Oh, that's Butcher. Sorry, not Tom Ely. Butcher to the inside.
He's going to try to go for it already on Strauss.
No, Strauss not having it. Oh, contact. Oh, look, Butcher forces his way through.
Yep, I thought.
Look at that. Oh,
Butcher's not into lead again. This guy's led every race so far this season from the start.
Let's not start that already. But Callum leading. Butcher into 2nd off the start. Strauss, our pole sitter, drops back to 3rd. Back behind, we got some contact. Levesque
he's trying to fend off Tveit.
Eric Tveit trying. Gary Lennon down the inside of Tveit teammates. Oh, look at that.
3 wide there.
3 wide into the fast left hander.
Tveit's going to try
the outside. Not going to do it. He's not going to hold it. Oh, Tveit's on the curving. Gary Lennon looking to the inside. Levesque is getting held up. Levesque is getting held up. Tom Ely's in the mix to that too. The leaders have kind of gapped themselves a little bit. Levesque is getting hounded left, right, and center. Gary Lennon down to the inside of his teammate. And look, Tom Ely going shot. Tom Ely going by both of them.
I think Gary's
look at that. Yes. Gary holds it. He goes by his teammate. Tom Ely slots in between them. Eric Tveit is the big loser, losing 2 spots in that one go there. And a little further back. Oh, we got cars off. What happened there? Oh, Nikolai Labanov. Oh, what a mess. There's a couple guys that just craziness. Look at this battle.
Absolute mayhem in midfield here.
Absolute mayhem in midfield. That's a new saying for Clio's. Look who's there. Who is there? Jack Keithley is gained a third 12 positions. He's going down the inside. Jack Keithley looking. He makes that 3 spots contact. Jack Keithley has gained another. How many spots is that? Oh, he's into the top 12, I think.
So he's into 16 so far.
15 spots in one lap. Oh, no, Butcher's around. Butcher is around. He's into 13th.
Oh, I gotta get back. Winning. Chris, what are you doing?
I gotta get back on Butcher. Oh man, I can't.
There was contact there.
Oh, there was. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta get back on this.
He's in 16.
I'm not gonna catch it on the replay. We'll have to look. I'll get a highlight for next race. Butcher gone out of this race, back in through the field.
And now we got Colin, Strauss, and Levesque at the top
not
three again.
But this time it's 2-on-1 for TPS. This time the odds are in TPS's favor. Tom Ely's down a position. William Levesque's gained 2. Lennon's gained 3. He's in 4th. Eric Tavai, look who's pitted. Scott Solvik, Jonathan Monterham, Andy Bonar, all into the pits. Probably suffering a puncture. Tom Ely's in 5th. Calamy's in 6th. Mirabold up to 7th in that pink, powerful machine. Wow. Yeah. Hoorah! Bradley Vanian in 8th. Let's get back to Keithley is in the 13th place. And he's followed by him and just got by Tony Matthews. He's up to 14th now, chasing
this guy
down
dropped
Nick
back for kicks, man.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he flipped for on his own reason. He did on his own. No, Butcher to the inside of Matthews.
That's dicey. Butcher's really.
Butcher's still holding it. Tony Matthews not giving him an inch. He doesn't care who he is. Tony Matthews saying, "No, sir, I'm not having anything of what you're selling, Mr. Butcher."
No, he isn't. And Butcher's got to get through. He's in a battle for the championship. He's got to recover some points out this round.
Get through. That's right. Jack Keithley knows what he's got to do. He's up 17 spots. Chris Butcher's down 13. Jack Keithley going to be looking to get by Nick the Greek. Nick Atsadakos is sitting in 13th with Jack Keithley hounding him hard, very hard.
And he's going to Butcher on his back really quick here.
Butcher's by. He's through. He's past Tony Matthews. Jonathan Monterham into the pits. Andy Bonar into the pits as well, too. Jack Keithley is hounding Nick Atsadakos. But let's. Are you following the leaders up top?
The leaders, it's Ryan and Strauss. They are trying to put a gap to Levesque, which is at only a second though.
Okay, so there's just let me know if something's going on because this is the story here. I mean, I think he's doing this for airtime. He's gained 17 spots in 2 laps, man, 2.5 laps. It's unbelievable.
I think that's a new TPS record.
That it is a new TPS record, and you know what? I can see him making more. Ryan Callan, fastest lap. William Levesque, Tom Ely, 24-1.
There's Ely.
Racing Tom Ely stepping it up.
Yeah, Ely's got Lennon and Levesque right in front of him, and he's closing the gap. Those guys are really starting to pick up the racing from third to fifth.
Keithley to the inside of Nick. No. Nick Atsadakos is defending hard. He knows that Keithley's faster, but he does not want to let him by because he's never going to see him again.
We had a similar situation like this in round 1 where you had Reno Room and Jack Keithley, or it was Strauss and Room trying to get through the field, and you're going to see Butcher try to just follow Jack Keithley around and get inside the top 10.
Definitely. And I'm just following along with that. Oh, he's by. I'm sorry, I missed that. I was looking at another screen.
Oh, wow.
Let's pull that back. No, let's look here. Let's see the pass. So here you go. Nick Atsadakos. He's got Keithley on the back of him. This is a replay, folks. Keithley looking down the inside of Nick Atsadakos into the hairpin. Book it. What a move. Keithley slides through, carries on. Butcher's now on Atsadakos. And look at this. He's getting mugged. This is back live. Keithley and Butcher by Nick Atsadakos. So you got Jack Keithley is in the 12th position. Oh, sorry. That was who was that? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's Nick Atsadakos. So someone else had dropped off because Jack Keithley is now in the 12th position. He's on the back of Robert Wiesenmuller in the Lone Roaring Pipes Maniacs car. He's gained 19 positions. Jack Keithley is in the 13th place.
Yeah. You just got to have a little patience here to get through some of these midfield guys.
It's gonna get a little dicey because Jack Keithley has incredible pace right now, and so does Chris Butcher. Like Chris Butcher finished 2nd, Keithley finished 4th. So these guys that they're coming up to, if their pace is a little bit off, they're gonna want to defend. They don't want to give up spots. What? It doesn't matter where you finished the race before. I want this spot.
Yeah, and you got to understand, some of these guys are battling to even stay in the lead because if you don't have enough points scored, your spot could go to somebody else.
Exactly.
If you scored good points in round 1.
Exactly. So here you got Robert Wiesemuller is now being hounded by Jack Keithley. Runs a little bit wide there. I know we're following this, and it is a big story. Oh, up at the front, Florian Strauss is being passed by William Levesque. He's through. Strauss crosses back over.
Not going to stick.
No, it's not going to stick. Strauss is not having any of it. But this is, again, Strauss does not have the race pace. He's got the single lap pace, but not the race pace. Look who's there. Gary Lennon. The stalwart of Touring Pro Series is now sitting there in 4th position, ready to pounce.
Yeah, and Tom Ely's got to be loving this because it means those top you guys are going to be holding each other up. And here's Levesque going to try it. Remember, he can leave it very late on the brakes here, which we saw in race 1. Oh, no! Contact! Levesque! He holds it together, but here comes Ely.
Oh, Ely's through. Ely's going through. Gary Lennon's through. I'm going to pull that back so we can see this one more time. So what happens here is Levesque looks down the inside of Strauss into turn 1, and he's looking down the inside. He goes so deep, locks up on the apex, and Strauss comes across. You can't park on the apex, Will. You can't do it. You're gonna get moved out of the way every time. Gary Lennon takes advantage, and now Levesque drops back to 4th. And I'm going to say he's probably got some damage, and maybe Strauss too.
That now.
For sure, and now Ely's all over the back when we swallowing him up, and guys keep going to the pits. I guess people are suffering some serious damage.
Ryan's got to love this. If he cannot pull off the win here,
pull this off, man.
Come on, Ryan.
I'm not, listen, hear the sound? That's me knocking on wood. Do this, man. Gary Lennon is going to get passed by William Levesque. Levesque squeezing Lennon in the same kind of fashion he did with Callan in race 1.
Yeah, Levesque's not having anything of it.
No, he's not. Levesque is just fast. That's the only way to describe him here at this track here today. I mean, made a big mistake trying to go by Strauss, but Strauss is probably getting orders from Ryan right now. Hold this man up. Hold him up. I need as much of a lead as I can get, because obviously I can't hold on to the lead. Too soon. All right. Tom Ely, though, is now eating up the back of these guys. Let's have a look at Keithley. Keithley is into 10th place.
Yeah, dealing with Ben Davis now.
He is now 21 spots up. He loses a spot back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis is fighting hard. Keithley's not having any of it. But look at this. He has gained 20 positions. Chris Butcher has kind of stalled a little bit behind.
Matusowski. That's massive damage. That's similar to what we saw with Keithley in qualifying now.
Yes, it was. It was exactly the same thing. Let's see here. So what happens is he just clips the curb. He's up on 2 wheels, and he's into the barrier.
That's massive damage.
It's such a good run, and that's race ending for him.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's race ending. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and Levesque is trying to get around Strauss again, up the inside right now.
Let's get back to the leaders here, guys. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, Strauss, he just holds him off, but barely.
And yeah, so Strauss is under heavy fire from the man, William Levesque. He is man right now in Clio's because he is leading the championship. It's his championship as it is right now. He's got a pole. He's got a race win again here. He's looking to capitalize on this momentum he's got. He's looking down into the draft of Florian Strauss, down into turn 1. Is he going to do it?
Is he going to leave it late again?
No.
Oh, he thinks better of it, but I think he might got it anyway.
No contact coming out there.
He's going to do it
into turn 2. Strauss is holding him tight. He's going to pinch him.
Well done, Florian.
Very nice. You know what? I can tell you right now, there's talks. Contact! You do not want to make contact through there.
And Tom Ely's gotten around Gary Lennon for 4th there, so he might be joining this battle for podium very soon.
I told you he might be the guy who just messes things up. Here's the back of Florian Strauss's car for TouringProSeries Racing. Look at this. Look at the gap. 3 seconds to Ryan Callan now. I don't know how much more of a buffer you need to win a race.
Ryan's got to take care of it right here.
Take care of business right now. Right now. No more shenanigans. Look at Levesque. Levesque is looking left. He's looking right. He's going to try the crossover here. Up to the 270. Squeezing inside on the curve. And he comes across. Book it. No. And he's on Strauss back across. Crosses back over, exiting the 270, back through the bus stop, and Tom Ely is now all over the back of these guys.
And guess what? Right, just through that little exchange, Ryan picked up 5/10 on these guys.
Half a second. Look, I think Strauss got a little bit squirrely coming off there. He did. Levesque's going to have a huge run coming down the start-finish line straight away.
He's right on here.
He's down to the inside. I think this is it. So you got Levesque looking to the inside.
Yeah, forget about this
championship
one.
leader. Forget about it. This is booked. This is booked. He pre-booked his flight.
I just hold inside
Oh
there,
yeah,
Levesque,
he did
and you got it.
Yeah, he did it. Very nice move. Well done. That was a pre-booking right there. And Levesque taking second position, but now as Florian. Oh look, Strauss! Oh, sideways!
He almost loses
sideways.
it.
He almost loses it.
Tom Healy.
Tom Healy, brand new to TPS Racing. Oh, and he gets a little bit sideways there.
These guys need to take a deep breath here. Make sure not to lose it here and get back underway.
Oh well, yeah, I know. You know what, Strauss just he seems to struggle in the long run in these cars. But now look, Levesque is already gapping. This is the thing he needed. If he wanted, obviously we're only 8 laps into this race, and now look at Levesque is pulled away. He's like half a second ahead of Strauss already. He's just look, Strauss is all over the place. And look, Ely's up the inside, contact side by side.
Oh, watch it, boys.
No, Strauss has lost Levesque. This is now what we're going to see is, can Levesque close the gap? 3.9 seconds. We're going to have to follow this as it comes. But Strauss is under heavy fire. This is like a heavy shelling on like the beaches of Normandy here.
Because if he doesn't watch it, Gary Lennon's also going to get him and push him back
Gary
down.
Lennon's right there. Tom Healy, look, he's in the draft in the slipstream. Look, Strauss doesn't defend.
He's going to have a look here.
Tom Healy looking for second. No, third. Tom Healy.
This is for podium.
This is for a podium spot.
He's got it. A little bump and run there. Very nice by Tom.
A little bump and run. Strauss is just looking so weak on the defending side.
Oh, no. Watch it, guys.
No. He sends him off. He sends him off just as we said it. He got tired of being pushed around.
Damn it,
tired of pushing around. Look at that. One more time, Danny. Look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this.
Such a good run.
Let's just pull this back. So here we go. This is down the inside. Look at so nice move there. He's just gonna have to concede, but no, he's not having any of it. He looks, he gets into his corner. Oh, it just sends him around, and that sends Ely off.
Yeah, he had no business being down there, Keith. Not that corner.
I don't know, man. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. That was a little. I think he just got tired of getting pushed around. I mean, I think if you got close enough to Callan right now after being mugged like that, I think he'd do something like that, maybe.
Yeah, a bit disappointment. Some frustrations, I think, showing through for.
I think frustrations. It gets frustrated, man. But his nose should not have been in that spot. That's it's something that's probably going to be looked at by the stewards for sure.
Oh yeah. And TPS Racing, this is their big chance to score points on THR because with Butcher now in 10th, Butcher's already up to 10th.
Oh, Jack Keith's in the 7th.
Here comes Keithley's run.
Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but Jack Keithley has gained 24 positions.
And yet, he's going to be catching his teammate shortly now, who's sitting in 5th.
Wow, this is woo! Yeah, I know that's pretty dang good. Ivar Calamy's having a good run. Top, I know.
Look at this. William Levesque has cut the gap down to 3.3 seconds when it was 3.9 at one point.
Oh no! Don't tell me. I couldn't take it because I got. Oh, it's 3.1. It's 3.1 at the line. William Levesque,
that's no good.
The young French-Canadian talent, is closing in on Ryan Callan. Is this going to be another repeat? Callan might pull a Strauss here. If he gets under attack, there's no love lost now after race 1. So
he's a little annoyed with how William made the pass here. So it's going to be very physical, I think. And now you got to wonder. I mean, go ahead, Keith. I'm sorry there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm kind of running through scenarios in my head right now of what's going to happen. Oh, sorry, Danny. Gary Lennon is all over the back of Keithley. Strauss. Strauss is struggling big time. I mean, our pole sitter.
I think it's a bit lag there. Yeah.
Oh, got me confused. No, but I think we're on replay. That's why. Oh no, something's happened. Strauss is off. Strauss is into the pits. Sorry guys, we were on a replay. Strauss is into the pits. Ryan Callan is into the pits too. Ryan Callan. Oh,
they're going to change tires. They're changing tires here. Yep.
Okay, guys, I was waiting to tell you this because I didn't want to give away this. Ryan had done a lot of testing with this, and what he found was if you pit, you lose a lot of time. You're losing 3 seconds, 4 seconds a lap by the end of the race. Short pit stalls here, and getting in and out quickly into the pits, you make up so much time with fresh tires that it is beneficial to the end of the race. So what's going through his head right now is both Ryan and Florian. They're This might be the wrong move, though, Danny.
Well, you know what Ryan sees? He saw that gap come down nearly a second from like only a lap and a half, and I think he panicked here. I mean,
I think he panicked. I totally agree, because here's the thing. Levesque is running 25.5s. That's still 2.5. That's still 1.5 seconds fast. I don't think it's going to work, Danny, because they got to come through the field. Like Strauss is back in 20th. Let's see where Ryan is. Let's see where Ryan is.
He's 13.
I think this is the wrong move, Danny. I really do.
He's in traffic. He's got Ilovanov right in front of him.
He's got fresh tires. He's got fresh tires. He's going to clear by. So Callan up to 12. Now, is this going to be the right strategy? But you got to.
He's 19 seconds back here.
Okay, 19 seconds back. There's 9 laps to go. If he's making up 2 seconds a lap, I can't see it. It's going to be close. He's going to need to make it. It's going to be very, very close. But
see, I don't know if it's in the driving style or the setup, but the TPS racing guys, they're eating their tires on those cars. Meanwhile, Levesque is just being able to drive the thing from start to finish. I don't get it. I just don't get it right here.
Let me put it this way. Okay, what would you rather do as a driver, Danny? Oh, contact!
Oh, no.
Contact!
Ryan.
Oh, no. Tom Ely's not giving him an inch. He's missing a front clip. Callan's just trying to get through, and Ely's not giving him an inch here.
Yeah, you alluded to it. He's still got to get through traffic, and that's the big wild card.
Oh, there he goes, down the inside. He's taking the spot. Ely's still defending hard. But okay, let me put it this way. Let me try to put it to you as a racer. Oh, Ely's looking to fight him back.
Oh no!
Contact! No! Ely puts him wide.
Ely, he's driving pretty.
It is, yeah, but this again. Right now. Okay, this here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to get at. I can't get it out because there's too much happening.
Yeah.
This is racing position. This isn't lap. This isn't like pit sequence and stuff of giving people room. Ely's racing for position, and rightfully so, because they're racing for a spot on the track for a position out there. And look, Callan's, he's had enough of it.
He's not happy.
All right, Ely's defending hard. He's squeezing him down. McCallum's got to just calm down and make a proper move here, because
this could get really ugly here.
It's going to get ugly. It is. It's going to get really ugly. And Tom's brand new to the series. And look, side by side contact puts him wide.
Oh, buddy. That was very close, but big.
Very close. Okay. But now, let's hope Ely can keep a cool head here, because there's been some contacts here, but he is much quicker, and we just move on. But let me get to what I was trying to say here. Would you rather pit, hoping that you're going to make up time? Like, look, he made no time that lap. He's still 20 seconds back.
Now he's lost time here.
He did. He lost time. But would you rather be in the lead, a little slower than the guy chasing you down, have him chase you down, and then you get the opportunity to defend, or have to do this for your race win?
Yeah, I would have just stayed out. I mean,
I would have stayed out too. He had the lead. He relinquishes the lead.
I mean, maybe in a GT car where the field is more spread out, it's possible. Not in Clio. You got too many cars, like too much close racing here.
Not at a track like this, exactly. The sentiment has been coming up. That there's, maybe this would work at a different track. Not here. There's not the passing opportunities are limited because it's such a wide track.
All right, Keith, sorry to interrupt you. 4th to 6th, you've got Jack Keithley fighting in a battle with his teammate in Old Marius Mirval.
Oh, man. So, this puts Keithley 26 positions up from his starting spot, and he's looking to be in a top 3 spot.
Unbelievable.
Jack Keithley, unbelievable. And Chris Butcher is almost back to where he started. Down the inside, Mirval defends. Mirval's in 4th, Keithley to the outside.
Oh, almost 3 wide there.
And he's going to cross over. Is he going to take a
going to go through.
Mirval through. Mirval books it on Calamies. Keithley by his teammate. Keithley up to 4th.
Wow, Mirval's taking on the GT Omega boys.
Oh, GT Omega. Single-handedly taking on GT Omega. That is a tough feat to do. And he's doing it in style and pink.
Very nice by Mirval. I like it.
Oh, look at this. So you got Mirval up 11 spots in 3rd place. Mirval, 3rd place. Jack Keithley started in 31st position, is now running in 4th, and can actually see Gary Lennon. This is the run of the year.
Podium.
He is running for podium. Running for podium. Oh.
If I'm Keithley, I'm not taking a single quality run the rest of the season.
No,
I'm just
no more quality.
Keithley
is done. But man, Old Marius Mirval, this is a phenomenal run for him. We've seen some good runs from him in the WTM. in other racing, but this is one of his best runs I've seen him compete in, and he's driving a hell of a race here. So well done,
he started from 14th, and now he's on the podium.
Oh,
there's
no,
Jack
Calamise
Keith's teammate.
Calamise is off. What happened there? Let's get a quick replay of that.
I think he just got a little out of shape there, Keith.
Yeah, I know. Going through the bumps here, this is the problem. You get a little loose, and you just go off.
Oh, he saved it.
He saved it. Oh, look who's coming through. Look who's coming through. Here comes the Butcher with a big knife.
And Keith, what's going to happen?
Keith lead out of the inside of Miravold.
Yeah, Keith wasn't going to wait long for this one.
No, he didn't even wait. Look, Miravold's trying to cross back, but I don't think Keithley's going to have any of it.
He's not going to do anything crazy. He's going to let Keithley have it.
This is a top 3 run. Jack Keithley, 28 positions. Again, we're talking about Keithley coming through the field. Again, race 2 in round 2. This is like a common thing.
Ryan now 21 seconds back of Levesque and Fred.
We need to talk to him about his strategy. We need to talk to him about this. This did not work out the way he planned.
This actually might be a horrendous move by TPS guys. Look at Chris Busch is in front of them. Now they're giving away the advantage from CHR. I don't get this one at all.
I can't understand the team call. We're going to have to send one of our journalists into for the TPS Weekly to find out what was going on in the heads of the TPS racing team, because I'm at a loss for words right now. And I mean, I'm part of TPS racing as well.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm in part of TPS racing as well, and I don't know where this came from. I know the idea behind it was right, but not doing it at the time he did. It doesn't make any sense.
What makes it more shocking is that both of them did it. It's not like they sent one guy in to test the strategy. They went full out 100% into this.
I know.
It's going to work.
Miravold back by.
Miravold!
No, Miravold just ahead of Calamise. Sorry,
that was Calamise.
Same skin.
Yeah, and Keithley, he's about 4 seconds back on Gary Lennon, so he could very well get Gary before it's all said and done.
Well, and look at the menacing car of Chris Butcher. It's like a top 5 by Butcher, who was off. He almost went over.
I don't know what's going on with Butcher, but this is
no! Because what happened there? Oh, let's have a look at that. Oh, man,
no! Unbelievable.
No!
I think he's punctured a tire too.
Oh no!
Yeah, he looks like he's going to take a big fall through the grid here.
Let's have a look on board. And look, just on board here.
He snaps it around there.
And look at this. He collects them and just absolutely crushes that pink machine of Miravold. He had such a good run going.
That's such a shame.
It's such a shame. It's such a shame. But back on board with Butcher. Butcher fourth.
Miravold, I think, just slammed into Strauss going through. Don't know what that was about. But Strauss is okay. Looks like Ryan Callen up to 5th now.
Ryan Callen is
back on the leader.
But he can see Chris Butcher. He's got 4 seconds to him with fresh tires, and Butcher's pace is off. He's got 4 laps to go, so they're just completing the 18th lap.
Yeah, he's got to make that overtake on Butcher.
Yeah, no, sorry. They finished 17 laps. There was 4 laps remaining, so he needs to pass Butcher. There's no 2 ways about it. He's going to have fresher tires, but in theory.
Levesque has now got 9-second lead on Gary Lennon second.
Man.
He's got to be thinking, thank you, Ryan. Where do I send the flowers to?
Yeah, exactly.
I
need to talk to both of these guys, because I need to know what he was. I don't even know if Ryan's going to want to talk to us. I really don't.
This is going to be a hard one to swallow, because this is almost embarrassing.
like race 1, you got taken advantage of, and by Will, and it was a pretty rough and tumble. We can't really see for sure, but it will be investigated. It was on the broadcast, but to give away the race lead, I need to understand what was going through his head. I know the idea, but why? Why not give yourself the spot? Why not give yourself the chance to defend?
He had a 3-second lead to Williams. It's almost unfathomable what was going on there, what he was thinking.
Well, and actually, I'm getting a comment from a good Touring Pro Series friend, Kara Madaro, Andre Bogdan, who we're very happy to have back and have him healthy. He's saying this is a Touring Pro Series moment in history in the making.
Yeah.
What driver relinquished the lead? Oh man, and I feel bad. It's kind of like the Toby Davis thing. Oh look, Callen is all over Butcher. Yes, look, he's going out. Oh, Butcher defends. Callan crossing over. Oh, he gives him a shot.
Yeah, there was some intent in that one.
There was saying, like, I am not having a good day. Get out of my way. But again, Butcher was parked on the race line, so I can't really. Let's have a look here.
He goes completely defensive there. Ryan's not going to have anything to do with that.
He parks it on the apex. He can't do that in a fast corner like that. So I mean, it's racing. That's part of it. But Butcher was really overly defending. Jack is closing in on Gary Lennon.
Yeah, I think he's going to get Gary.
Folks, if you're just hooting in, Jack Keithley flipped in qualifying. He started 31st. He is now in third position, chasing down Gary Lennon for second place. He has made up 28 positions. If he passes Gary Lennon, I think this will be one of the best runs ever in Touring Pro Series history.
I don't even understand how this is possible on this track with these cars.
I know.
Unbelievable what he's doing.
And look at this. William Levesque is going for a double race win. He will have a pole and 2 race wins here at this event. Tom Ely has taken the fast lap out of the rest of the drivers, so that's off the table. But I can see Keithley closing. Look at Callan. Callan is all over the back of Keithley now. Look, the tires are starting to pay off, but I think Callan can get second here. I think he can. His pace is so much faster per lap than these two guys in front.
Well, he got 2 laps here, I think.
2 laps to go. I think he can do it. Oh, look, Callan now the inside of. Oh no, he's not going to do it. Keithley's not going to want to give up any of this ground that he's made up, because he has fought tooth and nail, start to finish, to make up for that big, massive flip in qualifying. But Callan has fresh rubber. Keithley's worn out his car.
Keithley can't be happy about this, because he was tracking down Gary Lennon. Had him in sight, and here goes Ryan.
Oh, look, that's a pre-booked flight to Florida right there, boys.
Yeah, he's going to be able to leave the brake so late.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, and you know what? I think Keithley knows that he's got fresh tires. Keithley's not stupid. He knows that there's no point in defending him, because he knows that now Callan can go and make a move on Gary, which will...
And he can follow him by, yep.
Exactly. Oh, look, at Callan to the inside of Lennon, book it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he pre-booked these passes last week with that pit stop. But
and, again, after being stalled in maybe 10th, he's just crashed through the field through these final few laps.
The only guy to pit stop, but again, I know there's going to be the argument that he got held up in traffic, but it's such a gamble when you're already leading, you know? Like, oh, look at that, Keithley!
Yeah, Keithley, he wants to get on podium here.
Oh, look at this, Jack. Yeah. Sorry, I just got reminded. I can't believe I forgot about it. He's doing an Anders Nilsson from Pukekohe Park in WTM Season 2. Oh, look, Keithley. He's on the back of Lennon, down into turn 1.
Gonna try and make this happen.
Looking up the inside.
Gonna leave it late.
Lennon for second. Book it. Little nudge, shrug his shoulder, it sends it by. Keithley into third from, where did he start, Danny?
32nd, I think 32nd.
31st. He's made up 28 spots.
Oh, 31st, man. Very well done to Keithley.
Yeah, like, and again, like, the big thing here is even if he was held up in traffic, there's still an 11-second gap to Callan. This is, okay, so we're on the final lap. I know we haven't given much airtime to Levesque. Excuse me. There is.
He should drive by himself here.
I mean, what more can we say? Levesque is dominating this series. Dominating. Absolutely, wholeheartedly dominating. And we're going to give him his fair due, because, he's just cruising to a win here, and that was given to him by Callan.
He's won 3 or 4 races, and he almost won all 4 of them. So I mean, the guy is on another planet right now.
The guy is, as Karamadaro or Mr. C, we call him, has said, he is no longer Canadian. His nationality is alien. Well done. So William Levesque, double win. Well done. William Levesque crossed the line. Now we got a long wait for our second place finisher, Ryan Callan, to cross the line with his fresh tires. I'm wondering if he's regretting those tires right now, because the gap's 9.9. I don't think he would have done it. I don't think, no matter any way you look at, he would have done it.
Obviously, it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was at one point. He did recover to finish second. So I mean, he might have lost the place anyway to Williams. So I mean, in a perfect world, he would have had clear track and he would have closed and caught him. I think he would have, like, the timing wise, he would have done it. But it's unfortunate that worked out the way it did. But you can't fault Tom Ely for defending. He had a tough go, and he wanted to get there. And Florian finishes 6th place. So I'll just run down here. We got Ryan Callan second, Jack Keithley in third, 4th is Gary Lennon, 5th Chris Butcher, 6th
Florian Strauss. 7th, Bradley Vanian. Very
well done.
Eric Tveit, 8th. Ben Davis, 9th. So basically the same result as the first race for Ben. That's where his pace should have been. Robert Wiesenmuller, our spotter guide man, finishing in 10th place. And
Robert.
Well done, Robert. That's a nice finish for him in his very first race on R Factor ever in a league race.
Yeah, that's great.
Tom Ely, Touring Pro Series new driver, finishes 11th. Lukasz Demelin, 12th. Eik Roding, 13th. Jose Mura, 14th. Considering he almost didn't get on the server,
started
very glad to see him
34th.
do well. Yeah, started 34th, didn't qualify. 15th, Tomasz Demelin. 16th, Ole Marius Mirvold, after having a great run. David Krenzus, Daniel Krenzus, 17th. 18th, Dave Simmons. 19th, Ben Warren. 20th, Jonathan Moderam. Andy Bernard, 21st. Christian Struess, 22nd. Scott Sovic, 23rd. Now, Danny, I mean, this race was up and down. I mean, we've seen some beatings, some muggings. We've seen some really interesting calls. I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. But Danny, we've just lost Danny, so I'm obviously talking to myself. We'll have him join back in a second. There's Danny there. We're going to get joined by a couple of these drivers for post-race interviews. Just one moment here. So, Danny, just how do you feel? Like that race was incredible, don't you think, Danny?
Unbelievable race. Race 2, not as good as race 1, obviously, because how it ended, but you know, in the end, we saw some guys make some very good runs through the field, including Jack Keithley's unbelievable run from outside 31st position. Chris Butcher also recovered well after dropping off. Florian Strauss, did well to finish 6th after dropping to, I believe, 20th, you said, Keith. And Wayne Levesque walked away with it in the end. So, yeah, good action tonight. I'm definitely as good as round 1, I would say.
Definitely. It was good all around. And we're joined now by, honestly, I'm just going to get right to it. William Levesque. We've changed your nationality status from Canadian to alien, according to Mr. C. You literally just trumped and destroyed the field here today. How do you feel? Okay, let's start with race 1. How first off, I need to know how you managed to pull off pole in race 1. Tell me right now. No lying.
It was a good lap until the last sector, but it ended up all right, I think. So it was basically it. Other than that, well, it was just being smooth, to be honest, and this track was really tough on tires. Yes. And basically.
Okay, so you stole the pole. We were not expecting. We followed it right to the end, and you were 0.15 off of the pole, and then you managed to cross the line 0.4 up. We still don't know. I'm going to have to look at it again because I'm thinking some tricksters was going on there. But you showed that your race pace was phenomenal. You literally just you could kind of go and do what you wanted. What was it that you did different? What was it that you did over and above Ryan that you think helped make you win this race?
Well, it was just really being smooth because I know Ryan is not the best on his tires, so I knew he was gonna get slower and slower throughout the race. So I was just trying not to get into too many intense fights during that race, so I could get a shot at it at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and we saw there was obviously some contact between you and Ryan. Some words were exchanged after the race. Obviously, the heat of the moment. Do you feel it was a fair move to the end? Like in your words, obviously as a racer, it's going to be. But do you feel you made the move and it was clean enough that there's going to be no issues after the fact?
Well, I don't know for which like where he was talking about when I hit him and got in the grass or whatever.
It was through the 270. It's the long left-hander uphill when you guys had contact and your car lost grip and you went out wide, and that was kind of the start of it. Then there was some more contact through the bus stop there, the left, right, and then the long right.
Yeah, at the end of the loop, I didn't feel any contact, to be honest. My car just washed out wide because obviously the tires were gone. After that, well, I don't think it was fully alongside me, so I just took my line as I knew that the proper line through there when you're side by side is the one on the outside who has basically the go through. So well, I just held it, and I don't We'll see what the stewards think, but I think it was all right.
Okay,
I have to see the replay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was tough to see on the broadcast, but I mean, it certainly was incredibly exciting racing. That's all I can say. And you did incredible in race 1. But let's move past that. Great run there, but THR taking a 1-2 was phenomenal. But now let's talk about race 2.
I don't know what happened.
What was going through your head when you saw Ryan pit? That's what I want to know. Like, what was it that you were thinking?
He jumped the start. That was the first thing I said in TS, but I don't know. Did he really pit for tires?
He did, and I actually spoke with him about this strategy, and the strategy in theory works because of the time gained at the end of the race. He was incredibly fast. He ended up still getting second, but I think the problem is factoring in the amount of traffic. He got into a couple of little incidents with cars as he was going by, but everyone's racing for position. So, I mean, how did it feel to be handed the race lead?
Well, it was pretty easy, to be honest. I don't know. It was just weird, to be honest. To see that as I was coming the last corner. I mean, I thought, well, here's a win, you know.
Okay, well, yeah, William, I just got to say, incredibly well done. I mean, you're literally just putting a clinic on every race we get out to in these Clios, so I'm really looking forward to watching you race the rest of the season. You've got the championship lead. Congratulations on your finishes today. We look forward to watching you race at the next round, so well done today. And Danny, you have some words for the other THR member, Chris Butcher?
Yeah, Chris, first race, well done to you, but in both races you had a bit of a moment where you fell back through the grid, especially in race 2. Just explain to us how you were able to get a solid finishing position after sliding through the grid so badly.
Well, in race 1 it was just a case of looking after tyres. It's not my favourite track, this. I'm not very quick here, and I benefited from William holding up Florian and Ryan when they were battling. Race 2 was a bit weird because I was battling for the lead, and through that chicane, just the position me and Ryan were in, if I lifted off I was going round, so I just had to chance it. Unfortunately the curb spun me around, but I managed to stop it from smashing the wall. But from there on then it was just taking advantage of any mistakes, looking after the tyres the best I could, and yeah, that's pretty much it really.
Now, you guys looking after your tires, would you say that had more to do with the setup of the driving style? Because you guys kept going after the TPS racing team after the halfway point.
I think it's driving style, to be honest. What I've seen some drivers in particular do is tend to just kind of whack the wheel around to full lock and just floor it, whereas I tend to just only apply the steering that's needed and kind of modulate the throttle, and that works best for me.
Well done to you guys in TPS Racing. On the Florian,
you mean THR Racing?
THR Racing. I'm sorry, guys. On the Florian for TPS Racing, could you talk? What exactly happened there in race 2 where you and Ryan decided to pit? Who made the call?
We talked about before the race, and Ryan thought it was the best strategy. Also, maybe in race 1, too, but want to give the tip to the other team, so we decided to pit only in race 2. I forgot to turn off to change the rear tires, so I stand 6 seconds longer. But today, I don't know why, I have much more tire wear than in practice. Maybe I think after 3 laps I couldn't go the pace I wanted.
Do you regret the decision to come into the pits?
No, I think the race wouldn't be better if I stay out.
Yeah,
okay.
It's good to know. I know Ryan's not here right now. We may have to get a comment from him after the race. I think he's gone back to his race trailer. But well done today, Florian. We got Jack Keithley here, Silent Assassin. You made up 28 positions in race 2. Really, I mean, let's just talk about that first off. How does it feel to go through that many cars and keep it fairly clean and get a good result?
Well, first I just want to quickly say sorry to Gary about whaming on the last lap, but we're racing for a podium, tyres are shattered, you're just going for what you can. But yes, race 2 was, well, the start. I couldn't believe I gained 10 places halfway around the first lap, and it's all about just picking cars up one by one. But this track, it's so hard to pass here. It's just you're either relying on heavy braking for hairpins, or for the car in front to make a mistake. But there weren't really many mistakes. It was just when I saw some 2-car battles going in front of me, and they would like just be batting really hard. I would be just sneaking up the inside and taking the face and see you later. So yeah, it's pretty nice feeling to get third place, especially for I'm always going for records, you know.
Well, here's the thing. What exactly is your problem with qualifying in the second race?
Oh, don't remind me. Well, what I gotta say is I had a little bit of lag, stuttering, but still, I made a mistake, and at least I crashed in a good blaze of glory. So,
well, we caught it all, so you're gonna get to see it, Jack. You're gonna get to see it back. But are you pleased with your 2 results here today?
I actually am. You know, I've been qualifying in both qualifying stations were disasters, but yeah, so get 3rd and 4th. I'm very, very pleased with that.
Well done. I'm very, very happy to see you do well. I know you were giving me excuses before the race started, saying you're sick and blah blah blah. But I guess that's just the pre-excuses. You did well today, so you don't need to use them. So well done today, Jack. We look forward to seeing your race again. Danny, I just got a couple words for Gary Lennon, the one of the longest running TPS drivers going. How do you feel your races went today, Gary? Mr. Lennon? All I'm hearing is a little bit of fuzz and tumbleweeds.
Yeah, just at it.
All right, well, Gary,
while he gets that sorted out, let me just ask a few questions here to Bradley.
Yes.
You've been having a good time through qualifying the first few races of the season, but you finally were able to parlay that into a couple top 10 finishes. So talk us through that, Bradley.
Just chaotic, really. I was quite surprised by my pace in Quali 1, got the personal best. Not the best at the start, but managed to gain places back. Bit of contact, and then it was just saving the tyres. And then in the second half of the race, I noticed that my fuel was quite low, and I didn't think I was going to make it to the end of the race. And then I had Ben Davis behind me when I was in 9th. And then with 3 corners to go at the end of the race, I actually ran out of fuel, and I just had to keep him behind me.
Oh, man.
That's tough.
Yeah, well, well done to you, Bradley. Some good results today, and hopefully you'll be able to continue that forward.
Yep, definitely. We're looking forward to watching you race again, Bradley. And we also put up your driver profile at the start of the broadcast too, so you can catch that back when we get this up.
Yeah,
Gary,
I know.
Hello.
So we got you back now, Gary. The old stalwart of TouringProSeries, Mr. Gary Lennon. Again, just talk us through how your races went.
Yeah, they were okay. It could have been a lot worse, I think. I forgot to do my little trick with the tyres for race 1, so that didn't go too good. But
so you forgot the trick. Well, you're not going to divulge the trick, are you, Gary?
No, it's
I didn't think so.
trick. But it worked nice in race 2.
Okay, right.
Well, much more in the picture.
You did pick up quite a bit for race 2, and we were really happy to see you up there. How do you see your championship hopes going forward here? I know you were 3rd last season in the championship. How do you see your hopes for the rest of the season?
Oh, to be 3rd at the end of this year is going to be, I think, a bigger ask than last season for me.
I feel what you're saying. I've noticed that all of the leagues have stepped up the talent level. It seems every season, but we're really happy to have you racing with us, Gary. And I just want to thank all the drivers for joining us for the interviews. Thank you guys. You did very well today and put on a great show. So thank you guys. And Danny, here we are, end of round 2 for Clio Euro Series. Just give me your final thoughts before I do a little send off here.
Yeah, well, the racing from our perspective looked a lot better than it was last round. But I mean, I'm very surprised by the amount of ferocity from some of the drivers post race. Ryan has decided to pull kind of a Lewis Hamilton thing and not talk to the media. So we got a few guys that are very steaming about what happened today. But hopefully, moving forward, we continue to get better and guys are able to stay a little bit more level-headed out there.
All right, no, it's fair. That's a fair setup for how this race went down, and I'm really pleased with the way it went, and I hope it looked good to all the viewers. Just a big thanks to the people that support us, race department first and foremost for always being there to support us, for everything that they provided for us since the beginning of Touring Pro Series. SimSync Pro, Multi BC, Martin from Multi BC is a great help to us. Robert Weissenmuller for the spotters guides. Basically, yourself, Danny, Ryan Callan for all of his work, the Demlin boys. It's great to put on these productions. We're glad that everyone gets a chance to join in and watch. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, create an account on our Touring Pro Series page, and also like us on Facebook and share us as well, because we're going to be giving away an R Factor 2 lifetime license in the upcoming weeks in one of our live broadcasts to someone who has all three of those things. So if you want to win yourself a free $90 game, make sure you've got those things done and share. Make sure caring is sharing, and if you care about Touring Pro Series, make sure you share. So we'll send off this broadcast, Danny. We'll close it off with the intro video for Clio Euro Series, and we will say goodbye to you all. Thanks, Danny.
All right, no problem. Good to be here.